good evening, and welcome back to the Whitney Forum as we get set for another edition of Flin Flon Bomber Hockey here on Flow TV. Once again, pleased to be joined by Raphael Saray. Raphael, and here's hoping a little bit better result than Tuesday. The Bombers played hard, got chances, drove to the net, but another one of those nights where they just couldn't get a puck in, and no matter what, a goal post again, but utter frustration. It's one thing to lose games, another thing not to score, especially at home. Here's hoping tonight they turn it around.
Thank you very much, Rob Hart, star of this week's edition of the Hockey News. And it was not the fate that the Bombers were looking for, and we were talking about this before we went on the air. They did everything right. Puck position, face-offs, got traffic in front, but couldn't get anything past Caleb Craig. Put 50 shots on net and were denied. I am expecting the best effort of the year for the Flin Flon Bombers tonight, taking away nothing from the effort they put against the Yorkton Terriers. And here's hoping among the Whitney Forum faithful here on the Friday night that they get a better result for their effort.
Well, the Humboldt Broncos are in town, and we all know, of course, how great of a rivalry that is. And we're looking forward to, of course, rekindling this rivalry. Braden Klamosko's first visit to the Whitney Forum as a member of the Humboldt Broncos as a coach. Of course, he was here many times as a Bronco player. This might be the matchup to kind of get Flin Flon into it. I was talking with Roy McGord, of course, the wonderful play-by-play voice of the Humboldt Broncos. He says he expects a war here the next couple of games.
Yeah, I think the Bombers are going to be digging deep in a playoff-type atmosphere as Mike Reagan's got to be frustrated facing a 4-game win streak, and we can't remember the last time the Mike Reagan Bomber Club had to deal with that.
Kenny Marquardt gets the call tonight, Raphael. Boy, you want to talk about frustration. The guy, for support, he's played now 7 games. The team has scored 11 goals for him in 7 hockey games. You can't beat anybody like that.
Yeah, and you hear the scuttlebutt in and around the town. Goaltending not the issue.
No, they're not losing game 7-6. Touch tonight, paying tribute to Bob Negaman, longtime Flin Flon Bomber national anthem singer who unfortunately passed away this past summer. Ran a rendition of Old Town, and nobody can hit the notes like he can.
I was very fortunate to perform Les Miserables with the Flin Flon Community Choir with the Bob Negavan and his daughter Katarina Negavan, an excellent singer in their own right.
Anyway, nice touch here by the Bombers for that tonight. Who knows? They didn't lose a lot of games when Bob sang the anthem. It was like old Kate Smith in Philadelphia. Every time they needed a big win, they'd resurrect her on the big screen, and maybe that's what the Bombers need tonight. Bob Negavan shouting out the anthem.
I know when years gone by, Jennifer Hansen and other singers would be in the crowd, and she'd go, "I'll do it if you need," and Mike Reagan will go, "That's okay, we got Bob."
Bob, like I said, didn't lose a lot of games when he did the anthem. Here's hoping to turn things around. Anthony Piccinino, just a 1 goal on the season. They're hoping he can turn things around. He'll start things off tonight. Carter Anderson as well. On the far side, they're going to go with Reed Arbery, who's back from suspension. On the back end, the captain, Cole Tanchuk, as well as Nathan Schaefer. Kenny Marquardt, boy, anybody wants to see some goals scored, it's him. We mentioned 7 games played, 11 goals for in those games, and not a lot of offensive support. But we're underway. Broncos' first visit to Flin Flon, 7-3-1. Entering tonight, the Bombers have slipped to below 500 after their loss against Yorkton on Tuesday. Now sit with a record of 5-7-1. Of course, these two teams have had some legendary battles here the last few years. And Puck picked up by Piccinino. That's taken away quickly by Amaral, and he'll dump it across the Bomber line. Anderson is there. They'll move it quickly to Piccinino, back to Anderson. Anderson down the wing, fights off a check, gets a quick chance, and kicked out the right pad save tonight. Matanovic, by the way, starting in net here for the Broncos. Just his second start of the year. Puck comes back to blue line. Tanchuk will hold it in, feeds that back over to Meunier. His backhander picked up by Anderson back of the goal, so quick start by Flin Flon again here tonight. Amaral will get to it, he'll clear it down the ice. It should be an icing call. And it will be as Tanchuk will touch up back of the net. The goaltender numbers here once again. Matanovic 0-1. A goals against of 3.52 and a save percentage of .901. And Kenny Marquardt, like we said, has really been the victim of not a lot of great offensive support. Kenny Marquardt entering the game here tonight for the Flin Flon Bombers, sitting with a record of 1-5-1. A goals against of 3.55 and a save percentage of .862. Looking to turn things around tonight. Broncos win the faceoff, get it back to center ice. That's Meunier. He'll flip the puck right back in. This is going to chase the Bronco D-man back in his own net. They'll play it ahead here. They were looking for Kaufman, one of the top offensive snipers for Humboldt this year. Puck rolls back in the Flin Flon zone. Picked up here by Luke Lepper. Partially blocked. Grabbed here by Kaufman. He'll be a key for them in this weekend set. He plays that one ahead to Strizzy, another veteran from the past couple of years. Of course, the Broncos got absolutely poached by the BCHL in the offseason. Here lost a lot of their top players. Here's Cormier cutting in, but they've got, of course, Bladen Klamosko, and the two-time SJHL coach of the year always has a knack of finding players. There's a nice drop pass. Picked up here, fired on target that time by Lepper. Kicked away by Matanovic, and the loose puck is sent back inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Yakimchuk back there to get it. Yakimchuk ahead to Cormier. Here's Cormier. Stick handling across the line, tried to throw it back out front to Bassell. Clark will knock that one down, bring it in. Oh, big body check there as he really hammered his guy back of the net. That was McElwain. McElwain a big body, but took a good hit there. Joey Lees will intercept, he'll throw it back in. McElwain knocked it down, probably still a little bit shaken up. Lost the handle on the boards. Lees has got it, can't shoot it. Somebody lost a stick, and we got a power play coming up from Flin Flon right off the hop here, Raphael.
Yeah, the Bombers are going to be a slashing call, and Flin Flon with a little good jump. I mean, the last game against the Yorkton Terriers, Yorkton, their first shot on net, they were able to score. Yeah. And now the Bombers, just with the doctor's order, an early power play for the Maroon and White tonight.
So we got a slashing penalty being handed out here against Phillion, and that means the Bombers will, in fact, go to the power play here tonight for the first time. Their power play ranked 8th in the league. At 19.3%. Boy, the Humboldt penalty kill ranked 10th. That's uncharacteristic for them. So maybe a chance to get going here early on the PP. That's Ringer in the corner. Fed that there for Cohen Semp. Cohen Semp, the only Bomber player in the top 20 in league scoring. Lepper will hold it in along the wall. That's Piccinino. Lepper again, swings to pass. Ringer, back to Anderson. A quick drive, just missed. Semp comes back out front. Flin Flon holds it in. Ringer along the wall, back out front. Anderson can't shoot it. Semp trying to fight off his guy. Knocked to the ice by Olsen. Puck is free. Anderson has it, a shot from a sharp angle. Matanovic stopped it. Bombers get the rebound, back up front to Semp. A chance off a stick that time by Strome. Held in here by Lepper. Good puck possession here by the Bombers. Chance out front. Ringer hangs on, shoots it, blocked in front that time by the Bronco captain. Fired down the ice by Strome. And Lepper back to get it. 1:08 to go in the power play. Nice shot block by Strome. He might have saved a goal. Lepper headmans it to Piccinino. He's got to roll back inside his own zone. Feeds it to Lepper at center. He'll get a hold of it. Ripped it in high off the glass. Back of the Bronco net. McElwain back out there. Played that one ahead. As the Broncos will get it down the ice. It's a race for it now. Lepper just gets back. He had the Broncos' Huey coming in on him and just got rid of it. Nice penalty kill here by Huey. 40 seconds to go in the Bomber power play. Schaefer swings the pass to Seitz. The 17-year-old blaring down the left side, offside. He'll feed it out front to Joey Lees. It kind of shades of the last few games, Raphael. Chances, but maybe trying to force things. Maybe one extra shot there. I thought when Ringer had the puck there just outside the left circle, he dished it off to Anderson. Looked like a pretty good lane to shoot there for me.
Anderson's usually in the right place in the right time, and he has been in the right place, but he just hasn't been able to pull the trigger and get one past. Two big block shots there by Strome of the Broncos, keeping this a scoreless game.
Lees against Skogstad just outside the Bronco blue line. 30 seconds remaining in the Flin Flon power play, their first of the game. Tanchuk at center, he'll rip it in. Paquette tried to knock it down. Puck stays inside the zone. Lees throws it out front. Intercepted by McElwain down the ice. Took a funny hop. Good save there by Marquardt. And he'll dish the loose puck back of the goal this time. Kanchuk's got it, just 10 seconds to go in the power play. Kanchuk will carry the puck up the ice. With a Cormier lost the handle. Flin Flon holds it in, though. Good job by the Bomber captain. Strome around the board. Seitz intercepts that, hangs onto it, keeps it in. We're back to 5 aside. Philly on back on the ice. Knocked free here by the Broncos. They're going to try to hit Philly and in behind the D's there, but I don't think he's going to get enough room. Morcourt came out, got a piece of it. Philly had knocked it down. Great effort by him. He was in there all by himself. Here's Schaefer. Almost made something happen. If somebody would have been in front of the net there, that could have been really interesting. Bombers move it ahead. This is Seitz, plays it back to Semp at center. Across the line, his shot blocked. That gets blocked by Olsen. Olsen will ride Semp into the corner. Broncos move it ahead. This is Miller down the right side, across the line, fired that on net. A good hard shot. Good save there by Morcourt. That wasn't an easy shot.
Yeah, a little kind of handcuffs. He had to put kind of his glove behind his mask there to make the save as the Flin Flon Bombers go 0 for 1 on the power play. But organization-wise, had some good setup, had some good opportunities. But you know Mike Reagan would have loved to get something going up here just for the confidence of the crew and get this crowd behind the Bombers.
Well, here's the thing. We talk about the 3 goals in 4 games. All 3 of those goals have come in the third period.
Yeah, they've had that sense of urgency in the third period, but nothing right off the hop.
Here's a face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. Broncos win the draw. That gets it back to Semchishin. He'll fire that through traffic. That's stopped. Rebound goes back of the net. Bombers pick it up. They try to move it ahead. Good work by the Broncos along the blue line, trying to get some pressure going. Puck is free. Piccinino quickly dishes that up the right side. Picked up here by Arbery. Back out front. Here's Carter Anderson walking it good. Left pad save that time by Matanovic. Boy, Anderson, you talk about getting in the right place at the right time. That was it. Miller back the other way for the Broncos. His pass intercepted. Flin Flon on it again. Arbery to Anderson across the Bronco line. Anderson going to draw a penalty here. I don't even know if he was touched on this one.
He was tripped, Rob. Come on.
I didn't see it. I want
totally tripped.
Paquette's going to go.
Trust me, he was tripped, Rob.
And the Bombers on the power play for the second time. Paquette doesn't like the call. We'll see the replay. I love this replay camera. Well, maybe not going to get the replay. They had it up there. But anyway, you got Bombers back-to-back power plays. Let's see if they can make hay where the sun shines here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because this kind of throws off the bit with the Broncos who like to roll those 4 lines. They're going to be back on their heels. We'll see if they throw out Anderson and Arbery again because they had good chemistry there when it was 5 aside.
Anderson's out there on the blue line, and Ringer will line up for the face-off here against Skogstad. The Bombers win the draw. Lepper holds it in. This is Ringer along the boards. Ringer walking right in, a backhander. He scores! There's the first period goal. And a power play marker here from Ryder Ringer. And that one, Raphael took all of 7 seconds. Good things happen when you win face-offs in the offensive zone.
Yeah, the Bombers have done a good job organization-wise with their power play, winning face-offs, getting in the right space. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of percentages. When you do the right things, and the Bombers get dividends there and get the early lead for the first time in a long time this season.
Ryder Ringer will score. That's his 5th of the year on the power play. And we'll wait for the assist, but it's an early goal for Flin Flon to give them a little bit of life, give them a little bit of jump here as they take advantage of the second power play of the night. And they're announcing the goal right now. Here's McAwade's pass to Kaufman, and he'll send it inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Morcourt along the boards. Parsons for Flin Flon. He'll get a hold of it. Played it back to Lees. Here's a pass over the line that time, picked up by Bassell. Knocked away from him, picked up here by Lepper. He'll hold it in. Nice job by Parsons. Back of the goal that goes for Lees. Out-muscles his guy. Joey Lees on top of it. Back to blue line from Mounier. Shot redirected off target. Bombers look kind of got Humboldt in quicksand right now. They're having a hard time moving the puck up the ice. It's been a good start by Flin Flon tonight. Here's Strizzy for the Broncos. He'll get it at center. Strizzy across the line. Hangs onto it. Dropped it back. Brought inside the zone that time by Banoche. And we got a penalty, I think, coming up to Flin Flon this time. Going to be a hooking call. And I think the Flin Flon Bomber D-Man Mounier going to go off, so the Broncos are going to get a chance to answer the Flin Flon Bomber power play. The Bomber power play goal, the power play of their own. They're just their first of the game. Yeah, Luke Lepper getting the lone assist on the goal from Ringer at 5:37, and to the kind of a real bummer for the Bombers to get this penalty so quickly because you could see the confidence rise them right after they got that Ringer goal. So the Broncos will go to the power play. They got the second best power play in the league. Only Notre Dame's got the best power play in the league. I never would have guessed that. Anyway, Humboldt sitting second. The Bomber penalty kill right now, not bad, ranked 3rd overall, so it's getting better. At 80.8%, they'll need a good kill here early. Paquette will keep the puck in. Feeds that over to Sale. Back out front, they go back door. There's a chance, wide open net, and fired wide that time by Dodo. Wide open net there for Dowdle, and he missed it. As Lorcourt was way over on the other side of the post. Broncos keep it in. Good work by Amaral. He's had some good games against the Bombers in the past. Leaves it to the blue line. Paquette looking for a lane to shoot it. He'll hang on. Now he loses the handle. Picked up here by Ringer, who does have a short-handed goal this year as well. He'll get a hold of it and flip it back inside the Broncos zone. That chases Paquette back in the net. 1:21 to go in the Bronco power play. 12:53 in the opening frame. Flin Flon, a power play goal by Ryder Ringer. Here's Benosh taking a 1-0 lead. Drop pass by Kaufman. Kaufman looking for the return pass back in the net. Piccinino tried to get over there to knock it out. Kaufman's got it. Paquette to the right point. He'll hold it in. Sends that pass over. Back out front, they tried to feed it over to Benosh, but over top of his stick. Puck back to the Bomber net. Picked up here by Schaefer. He'll bank it off the boards, back down the ice, and the Bronco netminder, Butanovich, will wait for it. He'll leave it there. Scooped up here by McElwain. 45 seconds to go in the Humboldt power play. McElwain has it, made a good move. McElwain to center. Throws that one back over the line, over the left side to Strizzy. He couldn't get to it. Flin Flon tried to chop it out. Geez, they get that out. It's a 3-on-1. Broncos hold the fourth, though. They throw it back out front. Miller can't hold it in. It gets away from him. And they'll go back and get it at center. And he'll feed that back over to McElwain. McElwain to Miller. Miller at center. Stick handles across the line. Dropped it back to Strizzy. Strizzy in the corner for Miller. Strizzy knocked it down. Can't hold it in. Lees gets it outside the zone. McElwain will fire it back in. Off the stick, over the glass, and out of play. 8 seconds remaining in the Humboldt power play. Good kill so far for Flin Flon.
Yeah, the Bombers not really letting Humboldt get anything. They had that good opportunity right in front, but Dowdle couldn't pull the trigger on it. As the Bombers just doing a good job of blanketing the Humboldt Broncos, clearing it out, very technically sound. You can see a little bit of that fundamental soundness and that confidence that they got from the goal earlier.
Skogstad against Ringer. Ringer's got the goal. The face-off outside the Bomber line. 3 seconds remaining in the power play. That's picked up here by Schaefer. That'll do it. As Mounier's out of the box, and the Broncos 0 for 1 in the power play tonight. Humboldt will send it down the ice. That'll be an icing call again, as Schaefer will touch up back of the net. And we'll get a face-off once again back inside the Humboldt zone. Shots 5-2 Flin Flon early, 11:24, but more important for them, a first-period goal and finally a lead in a hockey game.
I don't know, last time they had, I guess maybe that Melford game.
Yeah, the 6-3 game.
Yeah, that was, and Kenny Margaret was unfortunately not in net during that one.
You know, that's interesting. Urbani, who's gone back to BC because he's got a real sickness going, hasn't lost yet, and the offensive support when he plays is incredible. It's been one of those it's been a strange season here so far, but a lot of hockey to go. Broke it up at the Bomber blue line. Here's Strome. He'll throw it back across the Bomber line. Tanchuk back to get it. Had to be careful. Had a guy on him. Gets rid of it. Schaefer up the boards. Lifted back to center ice. Picked up by Schaefer. He'll tap that back in. That's picked up here by Olsen. Olsen back up the middle. Here's a pass to Strome. Strome can't handle it. And he gets a second chance and fires it in. Good job by Schaefer to knock it down back of the goal. He'll bounce off the boards. Give away. Strome's got it, a chance. And it was blocked in front. He didn't get a lot of wood on it anyway, but you can't cough up the puck like that in your own end. Bombers move it ahead. Cut off by Semichishin. Bombers get it back. Ewan will feed that to Tanchuk. Here's Yakubchuk. Ewan at center, who I thought had a nice game against Yorkton on Tuesday night. One of the better forwards. So the Broncos getting it in. Here's a chance out front. It rolls just over the stick that time of Miller. He was wide open. Broncos now starting to get some chances inside the Flin Flon zone. They're having a hard time converting them. They'll keep the puck in. Now it rolls back to Semichishin at center. He'll dump it in wide of the Bomber net. Broncos want to make changes. Tanchuk there to grab it. Tanchuk's got it. Back of the net. Picked up here by Yakubchuk. Fillion throws it out front. Puck is loose. More court down. Foot to the blue line. And held in by Paquette. Fired it on target. Puck bouncing in front of the Bomber net. Broncos coming close. Paquette can't hold the line. Picked up by McElwain. He'll dump it in. Humboldt that close to tying it. Bombers back on their heels now. Humboldt looks like they've got their legs. Puck set along the boards. Arbery lifted it ahead. McElwain will kick that one in. Picked up back of the goal that time by the Broncos. As they try to work it back out front. Tied up in the corner. Piccinino will get to it back of his own net. Flin Flon now trying to make something happen. Here's a nice pass up the left side. Anderson in full flight. He'll cut in, stops, rolls it back out front. Nice setup. There's a chance by Semp, and a good save that time by Bogdanovic. And that just shows you a veteran play there. He's racing down the left side, Raphael. He probably could have taken the forward, rode his way to the net, but Anderson, as you noticed, he stopped, saw what was developing, and he ends up making a heck of a pass. And that's a great scoring opportunity. Again, showing you the veteran prowess there of Carter Anderson.
That's not an easy move to pull off, to stop on a dime like that, kind of do a button hook and then dish it off. And also, that's a veteran sort of mindset to know, I can't do this myself, that I'm going to get some help. On the other side there, fantastic reflexes shown by Kenny Marquardt. That's just natural ability, some stuff you can't teach in a goalie school when you got someone with that quick moves like Marquardt to keep this a 1-0 Bomber lead.
Media timeout. The shots are 6-5 Flin Flon. They got the 1-0 lead. That's a big power play goal by Ryder Ringer tonight. His fifth from Luke Lepper. And again, nothing fancy. Once a face-off, gets in tight. Nice backhand, low glove side. And you get in tight, you got to make things happen. Something they haven't been able to do the last several games.
Well, law of averages, they got those power plays back-to-back. And nice setup for the first one. And they were able to get something there in the second one. And good free-flowing action here by the Flin Flon Bombers, who are getting that kind of swagger about them that they had so much last season. You're seeing a little bit of that here in the middle part of the first period.
Face off inside the Humboldt zone, to the left of the goaltender, Ty Matanovic. 9:12 to play opening period. As the Broncos, Kaufman lines up here against Ringer. Off the wall, this is Cohen Semp. He's had a couple of good chances tonight. Lees back to blue line. Lepper, a chance. Good save that time. Matanovic saw it all the way. Reached down, grabbed that one, with Cohen Semp sitting out front. And the Bombers, one thing I liked about their game tonight, Raphael, their passing has been nice and crisp.
Well, one thing that they've seen is a problem that has been maybe passing one time too many in games before. This one, just when they own the opportunity, they put it tape to tape, and the other person's able to pull the trigger.
That'll get away from Lepper, but it hit somebody up on the Humboldt bench, so that's blown down. All 12 teams in the league in action here tonight. And, of course, with the time change, we're not going to get any updates here. These won't start until 8:30 Manitoba time. But other games, Melfort and Estevan, that's an interesting matchup. How about Notre Dame Nipawin tonight? Melville and Weyburn. Weyburn finally had their 7-game winning streak stop. Here's a chance off the face-off. A great opportunity that time for Cormier. And a good save again by Matanovic. Yorkton at Kindersley, Battleford at Larange. Winding down the action as Matanovic will find that. What a great play by Cormier off the face-off. He just missed. That might be the best save of the game for Matanovic so far.
And the Bombers are testing, as I'm noticing that the Bombers, they're shooting from odd angles. Anything from the corner, anything that kind of looks funky to try and trip up Matanovic.
Ringer in there for the face-off. He's got the goal. It's Ringer, Cormier, and Semp. Schaefer and Tanchuk. Mike Reagan did mention earlier today on our various sports reports that they were going to change up the top 6. They've done that, and so far, they've got some chemistry out there. Do have the 1-0 lead. Puck set back to center. Intercepted by Miller. Here's Court now. He'll take off. Ooh, he almost had Schaefer beat. He'll bring it in. Court in the corner, picked up by Miller. He'll run it around the boards. Semp there to get it for Flin Flon. He'll start back the other way. Semp to center. Backhand pass picked up by Tanchuk. A backhander. And Matanovic will track that and pick up the save. Tanchuk, they didn't pick him up. He was the trailer on the plate, grabbed it, and he gets a good scoring opportunity.
And Matanovic has been getting a lot of work at his own end as the Bombers, they put 50 shots in the last game in Yorkton, already 11 shots on net, and it seems like the ice is tilted.
And they've all been in tight.
They've all been in tight and from unique angles.
Joey Lee's back out there for the face-off as he'll line up here against Court. Bassell, Lees, the other part of that forward group for Flin Flon here tonight is Parsons. Schaefer and Tanchuk on the back end. It goes to Tanchuk. His shot goes wild. There's a chance in front of backhander. Oh, what an opportunity for Bassell. Robbed here by Matanovic. What another great save that he just made. Bombers come close again. The Broncos get it to center. That's Sorreo. Back to Court. He'll dump it in and picked up quickly by Tanchuk back of his own net. Bombers have the puck. Here's a nice pass up the left side to Lees, trying to tap it away from Court. He'll get it in deep. Joey Lees poked that back of the net. Picked up quickly by Parsons. Down front, a centering pass to Bassell. And right on target again. Boy, a lot of work for Matanovic early. And Bassell, that's a great second good chance for Bassell here so far in this first period.
And Bassell had a lot of chances against that Yorkton game as well. He sneaks in right up until that blue ice and just has that kind of sneaky way of getting into where he has to be, and Matanovic is perhaps, he's discussing with the officials, maybe somebody getting up in his kitchen.
7:54 to go in the opening period. Shots are 13-5, Flin Flon, a 1-0 lead. Sights in there. Broncos, though, win the face-off. Strome's on it quickly to center. Here's Strome down the wing. He'll carry the puck in, taken down here. Penalty coming up against the Bombers. The D-man Mounier going to take his second penalty of the period. And I believe it's going to be an interference penalty. It is. The Broncos will get their second power play of the night. It was the Bombers striking on their second power play. Humboldt will get their second chance. Mounier back in the box for an interference call. I don't know if I would have called that one either, but we guess he's making his presence felt here early.
You know, Rob, I listen to your sports reports. They've got those official clinics. You are very much welcome to take them whenever you want, because I know you love officiating so much. Your team stripes, so they would welcome you at any moment.
Well, there happens to be a clinic tomorrow.
Hockey Manitoba, Hockey Saskatchewan, Ringette, you name it.
Broncos hold the puck in at the blue line. That's McElwain to the corner. Broncos throw it out front. There's a chance, and it just hopped over the stick that time. When a Bomber knocked to the ice, the fans wanted to call there. McElwain, he'll feed that back to blue line. That's Kaufman. He'll be the table setter in the corner. Flin Flon can't clear. Puck picked up. This is Miller. McElwain at the blue line. Heads on. A shot. Didn't miss by much. Borkrook got a piece, but leads after it. And he'll slap it down the ice. And McElwain to go back to pick it up. A minute 23 to go here in the Humboldt power play. 7:03 in the first period. Flin Flon in front. 1-0. McElwain carries it in. Bumps with his guy in the corner. Held up there. Nice job, Luke Lepper. He'll dig it free. And Minash got there just a second too late, but he'll grab it at center. And this guy can dangle. Minash across the blue line. Brings it in. Tied up along the boards. Lost the handle. Nice job, Piccinino. Can he get it out? No, he can't. Broncos hold it in. Chance in front. They went backdoor that time. Miller just missed it. Here's Paquette at the blue line. He loses it. Short-handed opportunity. Here's Anthony Piccinino. Piccinino in alone. Piccinino shoots. And he's robbed. What a save by Matanovic. He stopped. He was hoping to get him going the other direction. Another beautiful save here by this Humboldt goalie. Raphael, it should be 4 or 5-0.
Matanovic, boy, he just robbed by a masked man. Was Piccinino, who's too been snake bitten. He's got so much offensive prowess. Tried a nifty move, and he just wanted to flick it up just a little bit higher amongst the pads. But yeah, that was a highlight reel save there from Matanovic. Another one, probably about the third or fourth one he's made so far just in the first period alone.
He's been the Broncos' best player for sure. It remains a Bronco power play for another 45 seconds. That would have been huge for Flin Flon to get a shorthanded goal there. Kaufman will pick it up for the Broncos, and he'll leave it back of the net. That's picked up here by McElwain. He'll carry it. Dropped it back to Kaufman. Kaufman over to Court. Court to center. Good move there. Court across the Bomber line, hangs onto it. Back, nobody home, and it's going to bounce off the boards and go back in the Broncos zone. McElwain will go back to get it. 21 seconds to go in the Humboldt power play. 6 minutes in the period. Flin Flon in front, 1-0. It should be a lot worse, but boy, the goaltending of Matanovic tonight has been superb. Bombers, of course, seeing a lot of hot goalies lately. Look at Craig, what he did to them. A 50-save performance this past Tuesday for Yorkton. Broncos dig it free. Back out front. Gets off the stick that time to Kaufman. Mounier's out. The power play over. And Humboldt is 0 for 2. This is Kaufman. Almost lost it. He'll bounce it off the boards back in Flin Flon territory. Jakubchuk will collect it for Flin Flon. He moves it ahead. Here's Ryder Ringer. He's got the goal tonight. Throws the puck in deep. Olsen not sure where it is. Now he'll pick it up. Lost it in the corner. Ringer got to come back out front. Knocked away here by the Broncos. They've got it. A lead pass up the middle. Ringer comes back to get it. This is Ringer up the right side. Nice pass as he's able to get it over to Parsons. Parsons, though, take it out perfectly that time by Sorreo. Ringer will hold the puck in, knock it down the left side. His shot will over top of the net. And they'll blow that down with 4:56 to play. 14-6 the Bombers shots. A 1-0 lead, and they had a great chance of the penalty kill, but Matanovic, a fantastic save on Anthony Piccinino.
And one thing that the Bombers are doing a lot of puck possession, winning a lot of face-offs as well, and that's kind of starting to stir the drink.
Piccinino back out there for Flin Flon, as he'll line up for the face-off here against the Broncos Skogstad. So it's a big line again of Anderson, Piccinino, and Parsons off the face-off. This is Carter Anderson, his backhander off the glove. Picked up back of the goal by Piccinino. He'll work it back out front to Lepper. Lepper through traffic. Bounce pass out front. It's there. Parsons can't get a stick on it. Now he gets it and he rips it over top of the goal. Skogstad hit a partition. Puck will stay in. Here's Piccinino. Blue line. Picked up by Schaefer. Walking in. Shoots it. Good save again by Matonovich, and he'll close the door. Everybody getting in on it. The defense has jumped up well. They're winning face-offs, getting lots of chances, but just the one goal so far.
Yeah, I like all the smart plays that the Bombers are doing. You saw Lepper, he didn't, unleash a big slap shot, bounce something off the boards because he saw all the traffic in front and tried to rattle around something inside. The unique angles that the Bombers are shooting from, I think, contributing to Matonovich having to work so hard tonight.
Piccinino and Anderson stay out there. Arbery comes out to help out as Parsons will make his way to the bench. It's the only change they make. And the puck is kicked down the ice as that's knocked in by Fillion. Clark along the boards, gets it ahead to Piccinino. Piccinino's backhander got blocked. He gets it back. Anderson to center. Up the middle. Arbery cutting in. Shoots it. Gets hauled down. Is this going to be a penalty shot? He got the shot away, so I'm thinking probably not, but a great effort. Hooking call being called, but hopefully Arbery's okay.
He tried to split the D and just went with brute force right in through them, and that was kind of a good penalty to take if you're the Broncos, but Arbery doubled over in pain.
Stolbaski, the 17-year-old, will take the penalty, and Flin Flon back on the power play for the third time tonight. 1 for 2, and how about that play by Anderson to spring Arbery?
Yeah, Anderson's doing everything right. You notice him every time that he's out there. His positioning and his hockey IQ showing off here in the first period.
4:13 to go, another Flin Flon power play. They're 1 for 2. Piccinino back out there along with Ringer, who's got the goal. Cohen Semp, Lepper, and Carter Anderson, who's had, like Raphael mentioned, a tremendous game. Lepper in the corner for Semp. Semp's got it. Back out front to the blue line. Lepper. Anderson. Typhoon. That one got blocked in front. Broncos get a hold of it. They'll clear. Nice job. Flipped down the ice that time. And Flin Flon back to get it. Bombers come back up the ice. Lepper to center. Gets a hold of it. Around the boards it goes. Back inside Bronco territory. Paquette can't freeze it up. Anderson got a piece of it. In the corner, he'll flip it to the blue line. Lepper races over to the right point to hold it in. Knocked away that time by the Broncos, but Flin Flon gets it back. There's a chance by Anderson. He'll rip it wide. Ringer holds it in. Ringer in the corner, picked up here by Semp out front. Nice pass, back door. Puck is loose. And Matonovich has got it underneath him. Boy, a great chance there for Anderson. I think he might have whiffed on that one.
Yeah, he didn't get everything that he wanted on, and it almost fooled Matonovich. Sometimes you're so keyed up looking for a big shot, but Matonovich just kind of fell backward, and luckily the puck was there for him.
1:09 to go in the power play. 3:22 remaining in the period. Again, all kinds of shots by Flin Flon. Outshooting the Broncos 17-6, but it's the one goal so far. And the guy that's got it gets back out there for the face-off. He'll line up here against Skogstad one more time. To the right of Ty Matonovich. What a game for him so far. Lepper holds it in. Swings the pass to Anderson. Anderson a chance. Matonovich off the blocker. He'll grab that. Excellent rebound control there. That's a big thing with him, too. He's not kicking out any rebounds in front of his net. Going back to the Tuesday game, that's the one thing Craig did. The Bombers couldn't capitalize, but he kicked out a number of rebounds in front.
Yeah, I was impressed at how many bites of the apples that the Bombers had, and he was still able to make the saves. As Flin Flon was mentioning, the face-off circle dominated by the Bombers so far here in the first period.
Miller against Ringer. Miller can't get a stick on it, falls down, puck stays in. Here's Anderson, thread the needle this time to Ringer. Ringer outside the left circle, hangs onto it, spins away from traffic. Lepper will hold it and a bounce past the corner step, back out front to Ringer. There's a chance. Piccinino fired that one wide. Anderson will grab it. Feeds it back to Lepper at the blue line. He'll dump it back into the goal for Semp, trying to come out front. There's an opportunity. Semp has it again. Cohen Semp to Ringer. Good penalty kill by the Broncos. They spread out, not really much opening. And they'll flip it down the ice, get some fresh penalty killers out there, and Bombers will have to hurry. 27 seconds to go in the power play, touched up by Luke Lepper back in his own net. Lepper up the middle. That's Cormier. Feeds that one back. Schaefer will bring it in. He's had a couple good chances tonight. Can't hold on to that one. Puck is intercepted by Strome. Down the ice it goes. 10 seconds remaining in the Flin Flon power play. Skogstad will go down there. He'll keep an eye on Tanchuk. Power play over, back to 5 aside. Bombers on the attack, though. Schaefer down the wing. That goes wide, it comes back out front. And taking no chances, Matonovich will jump on that. Flin Flon now sitting 1 for 3 on the power play so far in this game.
Yeah, that first one bounced off the side of Matanovic's pad. I don't think he knew that he actually made the save until it took a funny bounce and went up in front of him.
2:07 to go, 18-6 the shots. Flin Flon, the 1-0 lead on a goal by Cormier back at 5:37. And the line of Joey Lees will make their way out there tonight. Lees, Parsons, and Vassell. Off the face-off, back to Schaefer. He rips that one, and stick save made here by Matanovic. Puck picked up and fired down the ice, that time by Kaufman. Icing is waved off. The puck will roll inside the Bomber net. This time it's Morcourt will grab a hold of that. He'll hang on with 1:52 to go. Broncos hanging around. I tell you what, their goaltender, it's not necessarily how many saves you make, but when you make them. And as this game goes on tonight, Raphael, that shorthanded breakaway save on Piccinino could be huge.
Yeah, he's been the best Bronco player out there for sure, but it looks like Humboldt's been back on their heels for the majority of this game. The Bombers have just got puck possession, they've got face-off wins, they've kind of controlled the game really, and it's a shame they've only got one goal for their effort.
Well, at least they got one in the first period this time, and they've really struggled to score. I've never seen anything like it, even in the real lean years, the early 2000s. They lost a lot of games, but they would score. They couldn't keep the puck out of that was their problem back then.
Goaltending was a little more suspect around the league back then, I think.
Yeah, these goalies now, they're tough to beat, as Flin Flon's found out here the last several games. Lead set for the face-off against Boris Kaufman. Kaufman wins the draw, picked up by Benosh. He'll leave it back to that. That's Schaefer, his bounce pass. Parsons, a nice job to get it to Cormier. 2-on-1. Cormier in sights. Cormier hangs on. Tried to feed it out. Made a great defensive play. Diving back that time was Paquette. Flin Flon gets a hold of it again. Boy, Paquette couldn't have played that any better, could he have?
Yeah, he decided to sprawl out. Sometimes it's you just get a vibe or you just make a guess of what to do. He sprawled out and was able to cut off that pass, but a good showcase there from Sykes. As I love the energy of this third and fourth line that the Bombers bring. Ewan, Sykes, Muka, and then Parsons, Lees, and Bassell. And Bassell, sneaky little player. All right, well he's been snake bitten too, and he had that opportunity earlier.
They're hoping he can get. Look out! Look at
here we go.
Fight here right off the hop.
Ewan's going at it.
Ewan going to go at it here with the Broncos. Trying to get a number. Pretty good scrap here. Ewan's lost his helmet. That's 22 for the Broncos. That's Sorrell, the defenseman. And he gets a couple of uppercuts in there. That was kind of interesting if they get the fight right off the hop. I didn't see that coming, did you?
Well, something was clearly said, and this one was arranged, so.
Ewan's grabbed a hold of his helmet now. He's not too, he doesn't want to leave too quickly. And he's trying to fire up his team. I think he doesn't know that there's only one fight and you're out. He's trying to
He's like, what do you mean?
I can read his lips. What, I'm out of the game?
He was circling towards the penalty box, and then the referee kind of had to steer him away.
You would not realize against the one fight rule in the SJHL. Maybe he would have rethunked that. Anyway, we'll see who that fires up. A minute 30 remaining here in the period, but you don't see fights very often. Ewan's been in both fights they've had this year.
Well, if you do, they're kind of late in the third period. You don't see a lot of first period fights much.
And guys that drop the mitts off the, like they call that kind of a staged fight.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I think that was the arrangement. That fight was promoted.
Interesting stuff. I don't think anybody lured anybody into it, so it should just be 5 aside. But a minute 30 to go. Ewan, of course, had that big scrap here. That would have been against the Mustangs the last time. Maybe he's thinking the last time I fought, we won a game. So.
There's got to be some sort of a lucky charm there.
Piccinino will take the face-off here against Benosh. Bombers win the draw. It comes out. It was a good effort by Lepper. Picked up here and fired back inside the Bomber zone by Dowdle. Grabbed back to the goal by Lepper. Along the boards it goes. This is Muka playing it back to Piccinino. Piccinino to Parsons. Spins, fires. That one redirects to the corner. Sails after it. So is the Bombers' Muka trying to freeze it up. Good work here by Muka back of the goal. There's Piccinino. Piccinino to Muka. Muka looking for someone to give it to. Now he'll bring it out front. Gets a shot away. Not much on that as he was covered, as we have less than a minute remaining here in the opening period. Olsen's backhander. Picked up here by Sale. Lost it at center ice. Parsons can't pick up the pass. It comes back in front of the Humboldt net. And that's hung on to this time by Matanovic. Looked like he wanted to play it, but give Muka credit. Followed that one through right to the front of the net, and that will force Matanovic to grab it and hang on with 41.6 seconds to go. But boy, this has been a pretty good period for Flin Flon so far.
They were able to get the monkey off their back and finally score. And like the second, third period in Yorkton, I felt the Bombers just dominated everything. Yorkton, or the Humboldt Broncos, very much on their heels, and I think are very happy to be going into the dressing room just down one.
41.6 seconds remaining in the period. It's another big face-off deep in the Broncos. Oh boy, Flin Flon get another one here late would really help the cause. As Ryder Ringer will once again line up for the face-off as he'll take on Kai Banoche. Wins the draw. Ringer's been so good in the face-off side. Feeds it back to Anderson. Chance. Rebound. Ripped wide that time by Mounier. Flin Flon stays on it. Ringer back out front. Backdoor Anderson. He gets robbed. A left pad save here by Matonovich again. More pucks being fired in front of that Humboldt net. That's scooped up here by Semchishin. Gets it back to center. Just 20 seconds to go. Flin Flon one last chance. Here's Anderson for Flin Flon. Nice pass to Ringer. He'll dish it back along the boards to Tanchuk. They're offside. Oh, what a great save. Matonovich robbing Carter Anderson once again here in this opening period.
Yeah, we were talking about the rebound control there, Matonovich. He will let one go right into the slot. It almost cost him, but he's been working very hard, and the Bomber is very hungry. We've got to love their drive and desire here to try and get another one past.
Boy, they came close. They really did a nice job pounding the front of that net. Ringer to take the face-off against Court just outside the Bronco blue line. Puck is picked up here by Paquette, fired back inside the Flin Flon zone. Anderson will get it, he'll rip it in. McElwain got a piece of it. And they're going to blow this down with 5 seconds remaining. And I'm not sure why they blew this down. The referees come over to the Humboldt bench right away here. Oh, they're running the time down here. What's up with this?
Yeah, it was like almost in the NFL when they did one of those 10-second runoffs. He told the timekeeper he gestured him to keep it running.
Why?
Well, because I think he made a mistake by blowing the whistle down. That's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe that, yeah, because that shouldn't have been blown down. Anyway, if you're Mike Reagan, I mean, you got to be happy you got a goal. I mean, they should have 21 shots, Raphael, in the first period here tonight.
Yeah, 21-6, the shots on goal for the Flin Flon Bombers. One of the better periods that the Bombers have done. Effort, not the problem so far this year for Flin Flon. It was results, and their great effort at least yields a goal, and they're able to actually go into the dressing room with a lead for once.
Well, let's take a look at the first period scoring summary. Ryder Ringer again. It was a power play. Right off the face-off, Raphael, he wasted no time. It took all of 7 seconds. He won the draw, walked out front, just a nice backhand off the post. Didn't really have a lot on the shot, but it was really well placed. Off the post and in, the only puck to beat Ty Matonovich in that opening period because they had a lot of other chances besides that.
Yeah, Luke Lepper getting the lone assist on that one. And yeah, you had the breakaway there from Piccinino. You had Arbery get his opportunity there, trying to split the D. Anderson trying to get one there as the Flin Flon Bombers had lots of traffic in front and from weird angles using about lively Whitney Forum boards to try and get something going there, really putting Humboldt off the heels, who are very fortunate to be down just 1-0.
It is a 1-0 lead. Ryder Ringer's 5th of the year. Luke Lepper, the lone assist at 5:37, the only goal so far. Both teams have had multiple power plays. The Broncos 0 for 2, Flin Flon 1 for 3. And the shots, like we said, 21-6 in favor of Flin Flon after 1. When the Bombers lead after 1 this year, 1-0, so it hasn't happened often, but that would have been the home opener against Nipawin. Probably the only game this year they led after the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was a different time. That game seems like it was 3 years ago, just from everything that has gone on so far this year with the Bombers. So he's not playing from behind and not having all that desperation having to go in the third period. We'll see what the Bombers can do that, and if they can maintain this pace for the entire game.
And interesting, the Broncos have not won a game this year when they trailed after 1. Their record 0-3-1, but again, you know they're going to be better in the second period, and I'm sure Braden Klamosko says, guys, our goalie kept us in. We're in this game. Let's get the next one. They're a team that struggles to score, and second period is going to be very interesting. But like I said earlier, Raphael, that short-handed breakaway save on Piccinino, we'll see how that looms throughout the game tonight.
But you can really see the hunger of the Flin Flon Bombers, and I give them full credit mentally and energy-wise because that could have broken a lesser team that shutout over on Tuesday. The Bombers very much rallying as a team and putting out a great effort there in the first period.
So far, so good. Ryder Ringer's got his 5th of the year. The Bombers lead at 1-0. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the second period on Flow TV momentarily. welcome back to Whitney Forum as the two coaching staffs have made their way back to the benches, and now here come the Humboldt Broncos. Very fortunate to be down only one goal after one, but interesting, Raphael is just chatting again with Rory McGoran from the Broncos. Says their best period is the second, so we'll see what happens here tonight. Obviously, I'd love to be a fly on the wall to see what Braden Klamosko said to his club, because they really did not have a good opening period.
Well, sometimes you don't have to say anything. I think they figured that out by the way that first period went, as we talked about just before we went off there. Can the Bombers maintain this presence and this intensity for a full 60 minutes? We'll see how things go here in period number 2.
And again, the next goal is huge. I mean, you talk about there's still lots of hockey to go. With a team that struggled to score like Flin Flon, I mean, for them to score the next goal would be a really big deal.
I feel getting that goal early was a big deal for the Flin Flon Bombers.
We'll see what happens in the second here tonight. The Bombers outshooting the Broncos 21-6 in the opening 20. And they do have a power play goal. And Kenny Marcourt, I thought only really had to make one really good save in the first period.
He had a couple. There was a bit of a swarm there during the power play. They made a couple of very great athletic saves. Wasn't really tested as much as Matovich, that's for sure.
No, a big save on Carter Anderson late. Of course, the shorthanded breakaway save on Piccinino, and they made a couple of good saves on Carter Anderson in that period. But we'll see what happens here in the second. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead. It's just the second time all season they've led a game after one period. So we'll see what happens here tonight as we get the big face-off between Piccinino and the Broncos courts.
Going to be interesting to see with Ewan out how they juggle the lines for the next little bit.
That's right. We had that scrap as well. Ewan didn't realize there's only one fight thrown out.
What?
Broncos back to the attack at center ice, looking to get things going here. That's Miller across the line. He gets a chance. That got blocked by Tanchuk. Miller got it back, feeds it along the wall, knocked away. Here's Carter Anderson. McElway no back to take it from him, then he lost the handle. Arbery can't do much with it. Comes outside the line. Schaefer tried to sell it, but it comes across the blue stripe, blown down with 30 seconds to go here. Or just with 30 seconds gone, pardon me, here in the second period. And we'll get a face-off once again outside the Humboldt blue line. Of course, big promotion here tonight, Raphael. Northland Ford's We Scare Hunger, accepting non-perishable food items and everyday items towards everyday items that you need for the food bank. And my understanding was it went very well.
Yeah, they partnered with the schools and partnered with that Creighton Kodiak football game last week. Best of luck to them tomorrow in Rosetown.
Absolutely. Here's Ringer taking the pass to center. Ringer's got it, a long shot. Grabbed it, held on to, and then dropped here by Matanovich. Broncos will move it ahead. Picked up here quickly. Here's Kaufman. He's dangerous. Kaufman across the line. Lost the handle. Flin Flon can't clear. Bouncing puck. Broncos keep it in. A bouncing puck. Look out! Marcourt wasn't even ready for it. I think he thought the puck came outside the zone. He didn't react until it hit him.
He just snuck that one, and it just rested underneath his pad. Kenny Marquardt's heart skipping a beat, as did most of the fans here at the Whitney Forum, but was able to show off those great reflexes to keep this a 1-0 Bomber lead.
Just under a minute gone here in the second period. Face off inside the Flin Flon zone. The right of Kenny Marquardt, who really got a fortunate bounce there. As Sale will take the draw here against Ryder Ringer, the only goal scorer so far tonight. Yakubchuk's got it around the boards, too far. Cut off in the blue line, fired on target that time. A good shot that time by Paquette. Broncos trying to work off the rebound. Sale out of the corner, fights off his guy, shot from an off angle. Good save there by Marquardt. Ringer will get the puck. Here's the pass outside the zone. He'll find Semp at center. Semp, he'll dump it in. Cormier trying to get over there. He got robbed by Matanovich as well in that opening period. Yakubchuk pinches in. Knocked it down. He'll get it in deep. Cohen Semp. Back out to Yakubchuk. His chance. Fired on target. A weak one. Kicked away easily by Matanovich. Rebound. Bombers try to jump on it. Broncos have it. They'll feed that one back. Here comes Paquette again to center. Paquette. Drop pass. Philly on a chance. And Clark blocked that. Broncos get the rebound, back out front. Can't knock it down. Flin Flon away. Joey Lees to center. Here's the pass to Parsons. Parsons to Lees, and he can't grab the return pass. Bassell. Back of the goal to Parsons. Out front, Lees alone, and he can't find the puck. There's a backhander. Scores! Bassell on his stick, and he'll roof it underneath the bar. And the Bombers will take a 2-0 lead. Lees had the chance. He couldn't find the puck, Raphael, but Bassell, right place, right time, and there's a big, big goal.
Yeah, Bassell over the past couple of games that we've been calling here on Flow Hockey has been really snake-bitten. He's a sneaky good player. He just gets into those right places where he has to be. Very much proud of Bassell for his efforts there as he was able to get the marker here, and it's 2-0 Bombers.
His third of the season. That comes 2:08 here into the second period. And the Bombers take advantage. There's a shot fired on target by Strome. And that's grabbed. We got Hui out front. He's mixing it up here, I believe, with Lees. But Bassell will get the goal. I think the assist is going to go to Parsons as he fed it from behind the net. I think Lees and Parsons got assists on that. But the Bombers, more importantly, got a 2-0 lead here early in the second period. So set to take the face-off against Lees. Lees is going to get waved out, so Parsons are going to take it. And you're right, Bassell, he's been really, really good the last few games. I think he's a guy that's got a lot of potential. Bassell's got the puck again. Back across the Bronco line, that's steered away. Oh, Flin Flon almost had 2 minutes.
Oh, the dangerous line changes for the Bombers continue.
If he touches the puck there, Muka, when he jumps on the ice, that's a penalty.
And we might just that with that Marquardt bounce and situation going on there with the line changes. The puck luck getting a little better for the Flin Flon Bombers tonight. And when things go that way, that's a good sign because they weren't getting any of it during that losing streak.
No, they weren't. 17 and a half to go second period. The shots are 24-8 Flin Flon. They have a 2-0 lead as Piccinino will take the face-off here against the Broncos. They'll get the puck quickly. Here's Hui across the Bomber line. Drop that one back. Picked up there. There's a shot that time by Strome, and that hits a body, goes over top of the net and just over top of the glass. That's a good setup there, and the Bombers are getting in lanes. We've seen so many teams block so many of their shots. It's nice to see them return the favor. And that's another thing. We talk about how good the goalies are. You go back to the early 2000s, Raphael, you didn't see guys blocking shots nearly as much as they do now.
No, like I was saying, I think it was Hal Gill of the Montreal Canadiens during that playoff run that really made it trendy. And now, boy, it's the other way. It's a shock if the shots aren't blocked.
There's a shot blocked there as it goes off the knee pad that time. Rolls back down in Humboldt territory. Piccinino races back to keep it in. Flin Flon will try to chase it down. Parsons back of the goal. Away from him in the corner. There's Piccinino. Back out front. Sight spins, fires. That goes off the crossbar. Boy, that one really had Matonovich fooled. It rolled off along the top of the bar. Yakubchuk, he gets a chance. Fires it on target. Matonovich is there. Piccinino tied up out front. He can't get to it. Miller along the wall for the Broncos. Tries to force it out. He's double teamed, but the puck comes back anyway. Picked up by Amaral. Amaral across the Bomber line. Hangs on. Shot gets blocked. Amaral gets it again. Fired it on target. Marquardt stopped that one. Puck back of the net. Broncos trying to get back in this game. Miller tried to fire it out front. McElwain can't hold it. And we'll roll back inside the Humboldt zone. Matonovich will leave it back of the goal, and McElwain will go back to get it with Anderson coming in on him. McElwain, good job to get it out. Picked up here by Paquette to center. Paquette back inside the Flin Flon zone. Rolls to the side of the Bomber net. Marquardt will grab it. He'll hang on with 16-17 to play in the second period.
And some bus legs perhaps with the Humboldt Broncos during that first period spilling into the second one as the Bombers just seem to have about a half a step faster than the Broncos so far.
Yeah, Flin Flon skating very, very well for sure. And a big face-off between one of the Bronco top forwards and Banache as he'll line up here against Ryder Ringer, who's won a ton of face-offs in this game and has one of the 2 Flin Flon goals. Yakubchuk back at that. He stood up there. The Broncos looking for the puck. Trying to be a little bit more physical here. They've nice job. Rapper on a tip. Marquardt there. Good save. We got Strizzy taking a stick in the face here. Throws it out front. There's a nice pass. They score. The Broncos are right back in the game. Boris Kaufman can't leave him open in front of the net. And give Strizzy a lot of credit. He took the high stick, but he still got the puck out front. And Kaufman, no mistake there, Raphael. Humboldt right back in the game.
Yeah, Kaufman, one of the snipers there for the Humboldt Broncos, in great position, was able to get the quick release past Marquardt, and the Broncos right back in it.
Boris Kaufman, 6th of the year. Strizzy, great pass from back of the net. That'll come at the 4-minute mark, so that's less than 2 minutes after the Bombers took a 2-0 lead. Kaufman's got his first of the night. And 6th of the season. And the Broncos come right back again as they'll throw that in. Now they got their legs going. Coming after that Bomber defense. Picked up here by Semp, a backhander outside the zone. Semchishin better be careful. The puck will roll back to the Bronco net. Grabbed and hung on to here by the Bronco netminder. Matonovich, you got the assist on that there, ref?
Yeah, Strizzy and Banoch going to get the helpers.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. Strizzy was the guy that fed it to him out front. Like I said, he took the high stick, but he's still able to feed it out front. We'll get to the out-of-town scoreboard here next break. 15:43 to go in the second period. A big face-off back of the Humboldt zone. Joey Lees got an assist on the last goals out there. Broncos win the draw, though. Philly. They head to Dowdle. Dowdle, look out as he drills Schaefer in the corner. Puck comes out front. Picked up here by Cole Tanchuk. He'll feed it back up to Semp. Semp can't grab it. He'll race after it. Broncos come back and pick it up. They'll feed it back up the middle. Tanchuk waited for it. Bounce pass to Semp. And Lees will try to chase that one down as Olsen's in there. Tied him up. Look around the boards. Intercepted by Schaefer. A chance, and he just missed that time. Picked up back of the goal by Olsen. Olsen's got it for the Broncos. He'll take a look. And he tried to headman that to Huey in behind the play, but he'll miss. It's an icing call. Melford a 1-0 lead here on the Estevan Bruins. That's in the opening period. No score. Notre Dame Nipawin, likewise Belleville Weyburn, and Yorkton Kindersley. So all those games, like we said, just getting underway due to the time change.
See how the Bombers respond here as the Humboldt Broncos looking to get some momentum feeding off of that goal.
Yeah, they've been a little bit better since then. Off the face-off, here's a chance. Bassell, who's looking for a second light, had that one blocked. Parsons back of the net, feeds it to the blue line. There's a long shot, Mounier. Kicked away. Puck sent out front, intercepted by Parsons. Parsons out front, had a guy there. Mounier will jump in and fire it wide. Bassell can't knock it down. Puck lifted back to center. Piccinino plays that one back to Mounier. Mounier mishandled it. Strome on top of him immediately and forces him to the corner. Broncos on top of the puck. Mounier, look out. He's having a little bit of a tough time here. Lepper will try to help him out. He'll move it ahead to Parsons. Parsons backhander. Bassell can't knock it down. Parsons gets it back. And he'll rip it in deep and go out for a change. It'll hit the back of the Bronco net. And scooped up this time by Paquette. Paquette will bank it off the boards. He was tied up here with Clark. Puck will roll back in the Flin Flon zone. There's Tanchuk. Up the boards to Muka. That one got blocked. Muka will get it back. Played it ahead. Here's Ryder Ringer. Back across the Bronco line, trying to look for someone to give the puck to. Ringer has it at the blue line. Here's a backhand pass. Yakubchuk poked it back to the goal to Muka. Muka out front. Nice pass, but nobody there. Lots of guys circling in the area, but they didn't see it. Amaral will get to it. This guy can fly. Amaral quickly outside the Broncos zone to center. Feeds it up the right side. Picked up in the corner that time by Miller. Miller, back to blue line. McElway just holds it in. His long shot didn't miss by much. It comes back out front. There's Ringer. Plays it ahead to Seitz. Seitz to Muka. Muka hangs on. Muka to the center of the ice. Big fires. Oh, good save again by Matonovich. Got just enough of his blocker on that one to knock it away. Joey Lees will get a hold of it. He'll flip it in. Great chances both ways. 13:08 to go, second period. Flin Flon in front, 2-1. Here's a steal by Anderson. Walks in, drills it, save made. Where's the puck? Oh, it comes back along the boards here, but a referee lost sight of it. Boy, did he ever shoot that one.
I think it came right off of the Bronco crest.
And his mask, as you can see that Matonovich has got the helmet off, but he might have to get a little bit of repair work. That was a heck of a shot by Anderson.
Yeah, that was right in front. He just used his body to come out and challenge it, and then it just ricocheted right off.
It remains 2-1 Flin Flon. Another face-off inside the Bronco zone. Anderson, Lees, Arbery, the forward group. Tanchuk, who's got the puck right now, along with Schaefer. Speaking of Lees, he's got it in the corner. Joey Lees spins, fires. That one wide of the mark. Held in by Schaefer. A backhander goes wide again. Kaufman looking for the pass. He's got the Bronco goal here in the second period. Kaufman lifted it ahead. Knocked down by Joey Lees. He'll find Anderson. Anderson across the line. Back out front. Joey Lees cuts in. Nowhere near the net. Great pass, though. Tanchuk, back of the goal. Here's Lees. Tries to work his way out front. Back out front. Tanchuk knocked it down. Clint squeezed the trigger. Broncos get it back to center. That's fired down inside Flin Flon territory. And we got a major kerfuffle beside the two benches.
Yeah, Lees had to go through about 3 or 4 Broncos just to get to the bench.
Here's Carter Anderson. He'll carry it for Flin Flon up the right side. Pass to Arbery. Arbery can't beat the D-man. Good play that time by the Humboldt defenseman, Stelbaski. Penalty coming up here. I think the Broncos are going to go to the box here, Raphael. It's going to be a tripping call, and it looks like it's going to be handed out here to Dowdle. So Flin Flon will get another, it looked like it's going to be Dowdle. It's going to actually be 47 instead.
McElwain,
the defenseman. So fourth power play of the game for Flin Flon. They're getting more tremendous chances. We'll see if they can try to get back to two-goal lead here.
I like how McElwain wanted to look up to the scoreboard, to the Jumbotron to see the replay of the penalty as he was trying to get his point across to the officials, but they would have none of it.
So 12:01 to go, second period, fourth power play of the game for Flin Flon. They're 1 for 3 tonight. Ryder Ringer's got the power play goal, takes the face-off, wins the face-off, gets it back to blue line. Carter Anderson knocked it down. Anderson, a shot, save! They can't get the rebound to go, though. And that's flipped back down inside the Flin Flon zone. Another great chance here for Carter Anderson. Can't buy a goal right now, but boy, getting a lot of chances. Anderson has it again in full flight to center. Across the line, hanged on, whiffed on it. Knocked the puck down, gets it back. Anderson to the left point, knocked down by Lepper along the boards to Ringer. Back out front, intercepted, and sent down the ice that time by Olsen. Lepper back in his own zone, being covered here by Strome. Forced back of the goal, 11:21 to go, second period, a minute 18 in the power play. Here's Anderson, the center. 21 power play goals for him last year. He'd love to get a couple of those back this year. Everything went in last year. This year, a totally different story, at least so far. Broncos dump it in, bouncing puck. Moorcourt will get it. He'll push it back in the goal here for Lepper. He loses the handle. Miller had a good chance, but then it's taken away by Ringer. Ringer slings the pass back to Anderson. Across the line, way offside. Take your pick. Ringer, Lees, and Cormier all a little bit extra anxious there, but still some time. No need to panic. 53 seconds to go in the power play.
I think the Bombers have been putting the Broncos on their heels as they were able to get that goal, and I thought maybe there would be a big change in momentum, but the Bombers are swarming on the net, and now with the power play, have a chance to maintain their return to their two-goal lead.
Face off outside the line, picked up by Tanchuk. He'll rip it in. Puck picked up, fired around the boards that time. Flin Flon holds it in though. Here's Seitz, back out front to nobody. Schaefer will race over it and try to get it in the corner. Back to the blue line, nice job by Seitz to reach back and grab it. Leo Seitz, back of the goal. Cormier works at the blue line of Tanchuk, holds it in. There's a chance, and Schaefer fanned on that one. Rebound picked up, down the boards, down the ice. 21 seconds to go in the Flin Flon power play. Tanchuk will pick it up. Strome once again, the first guy in on him. Tanchuk moves it ahead to Cormier. Here's Cormier quickly across the line. Cormier does have a couple power play goals this year. Beats it back to Tanchuk, a chance, save made, rebound, they can't get to it. No, there's a chance by Schaefer. Blocked in front and grabbed by Skogstad. He'll get it down the ice, broken up here by Tanchuk in his own zone. McElwain out of the box, and Flin Flon 1 for 4 in the power play. Less than 10 minutes to play in the second period. All kinds of chances. 29-12 the shots. Lee's a partial break. Lee's a chance, and he's stoned again. Flies into the goaltender. Broncos back the other way. Joey Lees. Hands are stoned tonight. He's had some great chances. He tried to put that one, I think, through the goalie.
Yeah, just brute force.
Broncos with a turnover. They get a chance. Cutting it. Here's a chance. Oh, good save that time. Moorcourt. Bomber giveaway almost catches them. The cell can't clear. Yakupchuk, he'll play this one ahead. Here comes Arbery. Arbery down the wing, ripped that one over top of the net. Boy, end-to-end action here tonight, Raphael. This has been another tremendous game.
Yeah, really fast-paced second period here.
Broncos have got their legs, though. Strizzy feeds it back to Kaufman, across the line. Back out front, broken up by Bassell, can't clear it out. Broncos hold it in deep. That's a chance from a sharp angle that time, ripped off the side of the net by Strizzy. And Moorcourt will grab it. I think we got a media timeout coming up, and Flin Flon a 2-1 lead. Been a good, entertaining game and a very good, fast-paced. Broncos are, as the game's moving on, are starting to get their legs.
You would know this as a Tom Thumb goaltending icon that you were. Always talk about the timeliness of the saves. That pad save by Kenny Marquardt almost went the other way for Arbery. Marquardt hasn't been tested a lot, but when he has, he's come up big for the Bombers.
Well, that was a really big save there because they caught the puck up right in front of him, and he made a beautiful save there, like you mentioned. And you're right. We talk about saves. We talk about the shorthanded breakaway save again by Bogdanovich in the first period. How about that save you mentioned? It's a good point by Kenny Moorcourt there moments ago. Because the thing with that, it would really take the momentum away.
And he hasn't been tested all that much. He's kind of cold back there, especially coming off of the power play where the Bombers got lots of opportunities.
So Flin Flon leads at 2-1. The go-ahead goal here by Bassell. Kaufman has come back. And Humboldt hanging around, being outshot 30. I'm sure if I was to say to Brain Klamoska before the game that you'd be being outshot 30-13 midway through the game, you'd only be down a goal. I think he'd take that.
Yeah, with that math going on here, knowing how the Bombers have been playing over the past little bit, but interesting to see. It's kind of a rah-rah speech, I think, from Blaine Klamoska, while Mike Reagan, he had the big board out, looking like a set play with the face-off deep in the Humboldt Broncos end here.
Face-off will be actually in Flin Flon territory.
Flin Flon, there we go.
Kenny Morcourt. As Sale will get set for the face-off here against Piccinino. Exactly 9 minutes on the clock, and again, the shots are 30-13 in favor of Flin Flon. Many in the second period. There's a chance on the blue line. That didn't miss by much. Boy, McElwain had a lot on that one. Broncos race after the blue line. Held in, fired on target that time by Fiquette. Piccinino along the boards, tries to get the puck free. Puck laying there. Eventually grabbed by Semp, and he'll play it ahead. Nice pass here to Piccinino. Piccinino quickly flying across the line, tried to split the D. Knocked down by Semp, he'll hold it in. Semp almost got it again in front of the net. Picked up here by Lepper, back of the goal. This is Carter Anderson to the front of that. Anderson, a backhander, save made, rebound! Oh, it's behind the goalie, and they saved the goal! I think Fiquette got in behind and knocked it down the ice, Raphael. That one was going in. What a play by Fiquette, the defenseman.
Yeah, definitely got past Matanovic, but did not get past Fiquette as it was mere centimeters away from going in.
Here's Anderson again, a hard shot, and there's another big save. Courtesy of Matanovic. Hey, goaltender gets bailed out by his defenseman. That could be a big play again tonight by Fiquette. The puck definitely going behind him, but he got back there and was able to knock it out.
I was concerned after that first period if the Bombers could match that intensity, and they definitely have, as the Broncos are again back on their heels. It's just 2-1, but the Bombers have really controlled this game so far.
How about the play of Carter Anderson tonight, Raphael? I don't know if he could play any better than he is, and not get rewarded for it.
Yeah, he gets into the right places, and you can feel his intensity on there. He wants to score so badly.
Boy, he's come close again here. I think that would have been his goal had that one gone across the line. Off the face-off, here's Arbery. That hit a stick and went wide. Arbery trying to get in position. Olsen tied up with him. Puck dug free here by Cormier. Slides to the blue line. Tanchik, a lot of traffic out front. Save made, rebound. Ringer couldn't knock it down out front. Puck flipped ahead. Knocked down here by Arbery. He'll hold it in. His pass out front a little bit behind Cormier, but give the Bronco player credit as well. Miller got a piece with the knock it away. We got another play. We got that's Arbery mixing it up here with Olsen. There goes Olsen's helmet. We got two fights here tonight. Reed Arbery just back in after a suspension. Drops the mitts and getting out of here with Olsen. Wow, a couple things I guess you come to Whitney Farm, Raphael, years past, you don't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting that. Again, Arbery, I guess guys try to, you can't score goals, they're going to try to do other things, I guess.
I think it's just sort of the, something must have been said. There must have been some intensity because, as we were saying with Carter Anderson, Arbery's had about 3-4 chances and a goal here tonight, too.
He certainly has. 7:37 to go.
And it's not like back in the day where you would have a couple of knuckle draggers out there to put force in. You got to skate now in the SJHL, and having Arbery and Ewan out there for the Bombers, they're going to have to shake up these lines.
Well, Olsen's a pretty good loss for Humboldt too, and they of course also lost. I believe it was Scott. Was Skogstad the guy that was in the fight?
Sorreo.
So they lost a couple guys. And that's two defensemen that Humboldt lost out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of double shifting going on as things are going to be.
They only got 4 D, so for Flin Flon, this might work in your favor.
Yes, I noticed they put Piccinino on the 3rd and 4th line, and be interesting to see how things get shaken up with Arbery going to the dressing room early.
So 2 defensemen for the Broncos are gone, and of course 2 forwards for Flin Flon. A little bit more tougher on the back end with only 4 guys that are still in there. But we'll see. And Carter Anderson right back on the ice, Raphael. Expect to see a lot of him for the rest of the game.
Yeah, with Arbery now out, I think some double shifts from Anderson as he is very thirsty for a goal here tonight. And
you almost get the sense if he gets that one, he can really break out and do some big things.
Well, it's just going to be the spark, and then the gasoline's going to go there from Anderson.
Off the face-off. Bombers grab it. That's Piccinino. Knocked ahead here. And now it'll be blown down because he can only do that in the defensive zone, and he was just outside the blue line when he knocked it down. So 7:29 to go, second period. The shots are 33-14 Flin Flon, but still just a 2-1 hockey game here for the Bombers.
2-1 lead for the Bombers, but they're doing all the little things well. You're noticing Matanovic giving up a little more rebounds, and the Bombers dominating things in the faceoff circle.
Another face-off back at Flin Flon territory between Piccinino and Skogstad. Broncos get that one in deep. Piccinino trying to get his stick free. Up the boards to Anderson. He couldn't knock it out. Puck will roll back to the Bomber net, picked up here by Township. Township got to be careful, had a guy on him. Whipped it around the boards. Anderson tried to kick it ahead. Broncos have it though. That's picked up here by the captain, Strome. Flin Flon got it back. Puck bouncing at center. Big body check there as Anderson gets set to the ice that time by Stobaski. Fans reacted to that as Stobaski caught him pretty good. Here's Cohen sent for Flin Flon. In his skates. Able to get it out though. But Skogstad comes over and takes it right away from Piccinino. Skogstad's long shot. That didn't miss by much. Kind of had more court to handcuffed a little bit. Puck now laying on the back of the net. It's dug free with 6:45 to go, but a big hit on Carter Anderson just below us.
Yeah, Stobaski just wailed on him, and that's Stobaski's stick that's still on the ice as the Broncos, I think, slowing this game down a bit and just trying to calm things down here.
And a lot more physical effort from them.
Yeah, a little more physicality, a little more slower as the Bombers have outskated the Broncos here tonight, so the Broncos are going to try something else.
Sale against Ringer, face-off back at the Flin Flon zone, to the left of the goaltender, Kenny Morcourt. Sale gets waved out. Filion going to take the draw against Ringer. Big face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. The Broncos win the draw. Comes right back to Fouquet. Spins and fires. That one got blocked. Puck stays inside the Flin Flon zone. Filion lifted it back of the net. Jakubchuk has his guy tied up. They'll work it back out front. Flin Flon can't clear. Vassell gets a couple chances. This time he will get it down the ice. And it will be an icing call as Fouquet will go back to touch up back of the Bronco net. 6:27 to go, and one thing that Humboldt's done, you notice that the game is really slowed down. Yeah, they slowed down the pace. It was very freewheeling. We mentioned that, the physicality as the Bombers, when they're going end-to-end, seem to be just that half a step quicker than the Humboldt Broncos, as Humboldt looking to try something else, shake things up, and they've been winning a few more face-offs deep in the Bomber end. 6:27 to go, second period. Another big face-off here. Ryder Ringer lining up here against Benosh. Puck comes to the blue line, grabbed here quickly by Vassell. He's got the go-ahead goal. Vassell down the wing, knocked to the ice. He'll crash into the boards with the puck underneath him. Jakubchuk in there trying to get free. Grabbed instead here by Vassell. Vassell back of that, got knocked to the ice that time. Gets back up to the blue line. Jakubchuk, a quick chance, shot, knocked down in front. Broncos play it ahead. Fouquet to center, 3 Broncos away to center. Here's the pass. Picked up, fired on target. Good blocker save that time. Morcourt got his blocker. There's a chance, they score. It comes back out front. We got a tie hockey game. Benosh will get to it. The Bombers kind of standing around a little bit there in their own zone, Raphael, and Benosh jumped on it. And good things happen when you shoot the puck, and we got a tie hockey game here. Benosh off the glove hand of Morcourt to tie the game. Yeah, that's what we were concerned about, how the Broncos were able to slow things down, win some more face-offs, and just a broken play turned into the equalizer for the Humboldt Broncos. A lot more physicality, especially in their own end then, smothering the Bombers, trying to take them down, getting them off the puck, and it turned out that that was fortunate work for the Broncos as they turn it back the other way and we're all tied up. Benosh will get his 6th of the season. That'll come at the 14-10 mark, and we're all even. The Broncos have fought back here. There was 2-0 at one time for Flin Flon, but goals by Boris Kaufman as well as Kyle Benosh have tied it up at 2, and the Broncos 2 goals on 16 shots here in the second period. Boy, the next goal really critical for Flin Flon now. Yeah, very tight so far. I think the Bombers dominated this one for the second period, but full kudos to the Flin Flon Bombers for the Broncos for their resiliency. They're announcing the goal. Puck is flipped back down inside the Flin Flon zone. Leper better be careful. He's got Filion coming in on him, and Filion able to get that puck free. It's a turnover in the Flin Flon zone. Bombers trying to do something. Broncos really starting to play the body now, too. There's another big check there. Muka waded ahead, picked up by Leper. Streleski gets it back, feeds it ahead. Muka with the steal. Muka, he's knocked to the ice that time by Dowdle. Picked up here by Filion. He'll dump it back to center. Leper waited for it. Feeds it ahead. Nice pass. It's the Sights trying to feed that back out front. That got broken up. Dowdle got it back. Here's the pass to Filion. Filion quickly to center. One-on-one against Leper. Filion trying to turn him inside out. Dropped it back to McElwain. He'll pick it up. McElwain's got it. Back out front. Nobody home. Carter Anderson's going to try and beeline on it. Can't get back. Knocked away by Skogstad. In the corner to Court. Court, a quick drop pass, picked up at center ice. Here comes Miller. Across the line, knocked away from him, and behind the play, a penalty against Flin Flon. And the Broncos going to get their third power play of the game, looking for their first lead of the game.
And yes, this is probably the worst opportunity.
Carter Anderson in behind the play. Something happened here. It's a charging penalty.
Yeah, charging on Anderson. And the Broncos, with all the momentum coming off of that goal, slowing things down. And now with an opportunity with the man advantage, couldn't come at a better time for Humboldt.
No, they've been opportunistic. Their goalies held them in, and now they're going to get a good chance. Well, 4:46 to go. This is a huge penalty kill here by Flin Flon. Ringer will line up against Banache, who's got the tying goal. So the Flin Flon Bomber penalty kill, needing a big kill, but the Broncos win the faceoff. Right back to Fouquet. Throws it out front, Banache. Side of the goal, spinning and firing. Oh, Morcourt looking behind him, but he does make the save. Nice job that time to make the save on Fillion, who had a pretty good opportunity. That's another good save by Morcourt there.
And you're feeling they've had a couple of scraps here. There's some jaw-jacking going on, a lot of intensity developing here, and it's going to be interesting to see how this carries over into tomorrow.
Banache to line up against Ringer one more time. A 2-2 hockey game, 4.5 to play here in the second period. Anderson is in the penalty box for the charge. Sail back to center. Feeds it back across the line to Fouquet. Oh, he tops it up. Here's Lee's a chance. Shoots. Rebound. He can't get it to go. Another chance for Joey Lees here.
Fourth one of the night, I think.
And he fired it right at the goalie again. Here comes Sale back to center. That's another almost a second great chance for the Bombers to go on the penalty kill. They should have two shorthanded goals tonight.
Yeah, they had Picciadino with that breakaway.
But give Bogdanovic credit. He's bent, but he hasn't broken. When he's needed to make a big save, he's done his job. Fillion down the boards. Away from Yakubchuk, he'll carry it in. Ripped around the boards. Knocked down. They go back to Fillion, back of the net. Banache. Back to Fillion, back of the goal. Banache along the right-hand wall. Fouquet, a one-timer. That didn't miss by much. Yakubchuk loses his stick. And the puck is picked up and fired back down the ice. 56 seconds remaining in the Humboldt power play. 3.5 to play in the second period in this 2-2 game. Broncos up the ice. It's Fouquet to center. Dropped it back. Chipped in by Miller. Miller stops. Fires it. Save made. Puck hit the post. Off the goal post. The Broncos almost take the lead. They get the puck again. Throw it out front. Knocked down by Court. Kaufman just holds it in. Here's Strizzy's chance. That gets blocked. And back down the ice it goes. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Bogdanovic out of the net. He'll drop it back of the net. Picked up here by McElwain. Feeds it back to Kaufman, one of the goal scorers tonight. Carried in here by Court. Ripped it around the boards. Back of the net. Broncos try to put it back out front. They'll drop it back of the goal. That's Kaufman. Flipped it. Ringer with the steal, can't clear. Fired on target, good glove save there. Ringer and Strizzy at each other. 2 seconds to go in the power play, and the Broncos were an inch away from taking the lead here tonight, Raphael. That was close.
Man, if Lees was able to score there, this place would have absolutely exploded. Another great opportunity, shorthanded, and then came back the other way, and the Bombers now back on their heels as Humboldt taking advantage of their goal and building the momentum with just a couple of seconds left with the man advantage.
I think if you're Mike Reagan, we said the same thing in the first period about Braden Klamosko wanting to get out of the period. I think Flin Flon right now too. They don't want to. They want to get out with no more damage done here and try to regroup here for the third. Off the faceoff, Strome's chance blocked. Swatted away that time by Tanchuk. We're back to 5 aside. Anderson on the ice. Strome, the captain, in the corner. Broncos still have the pressure going despite no longer being on the power play. They'll throw it around the boards. Picked up here by Anderson. He'll get a hold of it. He'll flip it out. Alert play. 2-on-1. Picked up by Corby. He's got Ringer. Corby to Ringer. Shoots it. Oh, my goodness. Goes flying in the goalie. I think he's going to get a penalty, Raphael, for goaltender interference. Because nobody touched him. And the referee's got his hand up.
No, it's taken off the moorings.
Yeah, Ringer's going for goaltender interference. Tough break there. Oh, wait, he was kind of shoved.
I think he was hit as Mike Reagan is looking up at the Flintytron, as I like to call it here.
So another power play for the Humboldt Broncos. He does get whacked here.
He definitely he was hit there, but I think Banache had him in there.
Strome.
Right, Strome has him. Right.
Anyway, another power. Boy, this is a really, the Bomber penalty killing. You're probably a little bit tired to begin with. And have to try and kill off another late power play here. with 2:21 to go. Great chance there, the 2-on-0. But Ringer, unfortunately, with his forward momentum, takes the goaltender out, and Broncos are right back on the power play, looking to try and take the lead here after 40 minutes of play. Miller, the big face-off against Piccinino, right back to court. He knocked it down, fed it back to McAway. McAway in the corner to Kaufman. Kaufman spins, that gets partially blocked, picked up here. Nice job, Joey Lees, and he'll send it down the ice, and McAway to retrieve the puck back to the net. 1:46 to go in the penalty. 2:06 in the period. Here comes Kaufman. Off the boards to Strizzy. He'll flip it in. Joey Lees has been penalty killing well tonight. Gets a hold of it. Another great play by Lees. Down the ice it goes. McAway will pick it up and start things off back inside the Humboldt zone. Here's McAway. He'll feed it back to Strizzy. Strizzy across the Bomber line. He'll hang on to it. Strizzy carries it in, centers it out front. Knocked down. Miller stops. That one gets blocked. Miller looking for it again. Takes a punch in the face here. Flin Flon holds it in. Kaufman out front. Look out. That one just steered wide. Picked up here by McAway. Back to Kaufman. Shot right on. Kicked away by Morcourt. Rebound. Yakupchuk in the corner. Broncos hold it in. Kaufman at the blue line. Nice job. Knocked away. Short-handed opportunity. Here comes Cormier. Cormier racing down. Short-handed in the middle of the ice. Spins. Fires. Go. Good glove save again by Matonovich. Boy, every penalty kill tonight, the Bombers have had a great chance to score short-handed.
I thought that the Bombers, when they killed that first power play,
penalty to the Broncos here too, Ref.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be for a side now.
Kaufman's taking a penalty.
Fortunate for Flin Flon.
It is with 1:09 to go. Now you get some 4-on-4 time, and
I think the Bombers have outskated the Broncos, and with the wide space out there, I think this benefits the Bombers.
But the Broncos they brought up the physical play, and that's made a big difference for them.
They brought the physical play and throw things down, but if things go run and gun for a side, I like the Bombers' chances.
1:09 to go. It's a 4-on-4 situation. Joey Lees will stay out there. Parsons comes out there. Tanchuk and Schaefer. And the Bombers win the draw. Right back to Schaefer. A lot of traffic out front. Shoots it. That goes off Sale's skate. And picked up here quickly by Paquette. He can move. Paquette quickly across the Bomber line. Paquette stops. Got the puck in. Broncos try to hold it in. It'll come back to center. That's grabbed by Sale, who has to regroup inside his blue line. Less than a minute remaining. Sale trying to fight off Parsons. Dropped it back in his own zone. That's picked up here. And Sale will get it back at center. Sale across the Bomber line. Sale hanging on. Slides it out front. Dowdle can't get a shot away. He and Schaefer really battling here. Schaefer can't find the back of the goal. Tanchuk, nice job to poke it away. There's a chance now for Lees possibly. He might be a little bit tired. Feeds it back to Tanchuk. He'll knock it in. Fires it on target. Knocked away that time on Matonovich. Big rebound. Picked up by Parsons. Blue line for Lepper. Lepper spins. Lepper gonna walk in. Luke Lepper, a backhander. Didn't miss by much. Great chance there. Knocked down by Sepp. Flin Flon holds it in. Just a few seconds to go. Carter Anderson. Spin, fire, save made. And 2.1 seconds to go. If I'm Mike Reagan, I pull the goalie out here and go try and get a 5, but I guess
you're contempt for goalies. I don't know why you're always wanting to give them the night off. Anything, down by 6 in the first period. Pull the goalie. See what you got to do.
2.1 seconds. A lot can happen.
Either way. With your job not, when it's not your job, you're very, very good with the analysis there, Rob.
Well, off the face-off, the jump on it, there's a chance.
Oh.
The buzzer goes. Piccinino didn't get a lot on it, but boy, an interesting third period coming up. Give the Broncos credit, being outshot by 16, but have tied the game at 2 after 40 minutes of play.
Yeah, the Flin Flon Bombers and the Humboldt Broncos giving the crowd here a show. That was a very intriguing second period. It went back and forth as the Bombers, I thought, controlled the good portion of the early part of it. When the Broncos got that goal, they really slowed things down. We mentioned the physicality, smothering the Bombers. Got another scrap in that period, and that all makes up for a very intriguing third period that we have tied at 2.
So let's take a look at the second period scoring summary before we take a break. It was 1-0 Flin Flon after 1. They do get the second goal. Bassell, right place, the right time. The pass intended for Lees off his skates. He didn't pick it up. Bassell did. He fired it off the bar and in for his third from Lees and Parsons at 2:08. Good start for Flin Flon, but the Broncos fight back into it. Boris Kaufman gets his 6th from Strizzy and Benosh at 4:08. Then Benosh will come back with his 6th from Paquette at 14:10. Shots in the period. The Broncos wind up with 14 for a two-period total of 20, so a lot better period for them. As for the Flin Flon Bombers, 16 for a two-period total of 37, but are deadlocked with the Broncos at 2 after 40 minutes of play tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Mike Reagan shakes up the lines with Arbery away after that scrap, and we'll see if Anderson and or Lees can get something for their efforts, as they have been swarming the Bronco net and yet to score so far tonight.
Or maybe it's Piccinino's night to get a goal.
Well, why not all of them?
Yeah, I mean, anybody could be due, right? Anyway, when these two teams are tied up after 2 periods of play, the Flin Flon Bomber record when they're tied after 2 this year, not bad, 2-0-1. The Broncos are tied up after 40 minutes of play, 1-1-1. But they got to be happy so far. Not a great opening period, but had moments in the second. Their goaltenders bailed them out, and a couple of timely goals, courtesy of Kaufman and Banash, 2 of their top offensive snipers, have evened the game at 2 after 40 minutes of play. Another break. We'll come back with the third period shortly here on Flow TV. And welcome back to Whitney Forum as we're just about set to get ready for the third period here tonight. Bombers, like we said, Raphael, built up a 2-0 lead, but give the Humboldt. I guess that's what happens when you get good goaltending. Timely goaltending. They've certainly got that tonight from Ty Matanovich. He's kept them in it. And the Broncos, with the weapons, have been able to tie up this game. And the good news for Flin Flon is they're going to have a 51-second power play to start the third period. They got a quick goal to start the second. A quick goal for them in the third would obviously go a long way.
Yeah, we were talking about the start of the period, how the Broncos' best periods of the year have been the second period, and it is not surprising when you're taking the big trip up. They came in day of. Maybe that first period had those bus legs going. They kind of shook that off there in the second.
And you got to remember, too, they got a lot of guys that are playing in the Whitney. I mean, this Humboldt team is, you know how drastically the Bomber team's changed from last year, but Humboldt as well. A lot of guys playing the Whitney Forum for the very first time tonight. The
lighting and the boards are sort of what everybody says is a little different about the Whitney Forum, and it takes about a period and a half to get used to, yeah.
So we'll see what happens here for the third. The Broncos did have their legs behind them, and the one thing that they did do very well, physical, and I know I was chatting with Rory again, and he mentioned that that's kind of their forte. They like to when they get in there and they like to physically punish you, that's when good things are going to happen. We saw them jump on the Bomber D, and as a result, we saw the Bomber D cough up the puck a few times.
I didn't think it was necessarily punishment. I think it was just playing that heavy game. It was leaning on guys on the boards, kind of taking that a little extra moment to tie things up, kind of using their size of physicality to smother the Bombers, and that's when the kind of momentum changed.
Mike Craig and the coaching staff have made their way to the box. That means the players will not be too far behind.
Where's the Top Gun theme? Well, who's working the music here? Alan Parsons Project, where is it?
Yeah, you're right, Evan. We haven't heard that yet tonight. I don't know if they have anybody playing music over there tonight. It looks pretty lean over in that other box there tonight. But a 2-2 game. Shots are 37-20 in favor of the Bombers here tonight, and they're trying to snap this 4-game losing streak. The Broncos have won 3 in a row entering play tonight. Like we said, they're off to a very good start again. Taking a look at the overall standings right now, the Broncos sitting in 5th at 7-3-1. Actually tied for 4th spot. They do have a game in hand in Weyburn, who of course are in action here tonight. I guess we should take a look and see what's happening. With the out-of-town scoreboard, like we mentioned, all 12 teams in the SJHL are in action. Melfort Mustangs, a 3-1 lead on Estevan in the second period. Notre Dame, a 2-0 lead on Nipwood in the second period. The good news for the Hawks, when the Yorkton Terriers lost those 6 points, one of those games was awarded to Nipwood, so they got their second win of the year.
Wow, good for them.
Melville Weyburn scoreless now late in the first. Oh, lots of goals tonight in Kindersley. Yorkton Kindersley 3-3 after 1 period of play.
Oh, it's a exciting night in the SJHL, and again, these two teams will go at it again tomorrow night.
And we're back on radio tomorrow night as well. Great Furniture Flin Flon Bomber hockey back with the Great North GM Coaches Show at 7:10, dropping the puck at 7:30. Bombers will love to get this win tonight, take some momentum into tomorrow night, and trying to get back. You got to start somewhere. Try to get back to 500 and see where that goes. Word around is that Mike Craig could be bringing in even a few more. So the team, the next time, Raphael, you see the team, it could look a little bit different.
I just memorized all of our players. Now I got to learn more guys.
I have a feeling that might be happening. It seems to be the word, but we'll see what happens here tonight. 2-2 game. Bomber power play for 51 seconds. They are 1 for 4 in the game. The Ryder Ringer goal on the power play earlier tonight. Bombers finally got a 5-on-5 goal. That's really been another struggle of theirs this year. They've had success in the power play, but 5-on-5, and actually probably the best part of the Bombers game tonight's been their penalty killing. 3 or 4 outstanding chances to score.
Yeah, they've had a few breakaways with being a man down.
And we'll see what happens here to start the third tonight. Piccinino, Ringer, Semp, Lepper, and Carter Anderson waiting to break out here. All kinds of chances again tonight. Stogstad will line up for the faceoff. The fans are into it. Decent crowd here for a Friday night tonight. Always nice when Humboldt comes to town. Just a tremendous rivalry between these two teams the last few years. They seem to meet in the playoffs almost every single year. There's a pass to Ringer at center. Back across the Humboldt line. Ringer will hang on to it. Slides it back out front. Carter Anderson has it. His chance blocked. That time by Paquette. Picked up and fired down the ice that time by the Bronco captain Strome. Marquardt will stop it. 28 seconds to go in the Flin Flon power play. Lepper to retrieve the puck in his own end. There's a pass easily knocked away. Nice job that time, but Lepper goes back to get it. Feeds it over to Semp. Semp across the line. Ringer. He'll pick it up. Ringer going wide here, back of the goal. There's Ryder Ringer hanging on to it. Back the blue line. Leper out front, Simp a chance, and he flipped it over top of that. I don't think Bogdanovich had any idea where it was.
Sort of a knuckleball there.
Power play set to expire. Anderson will dig it free in the corner to the blue line. Kaufman out of the box. Leper will throw it back in deep, back to 5 aside. Kaufman is out there, and he's looking for the puck at center. He's got a goal. Flin Flon flipped it in. They're 1 for 5 with the extra attacker tonight. Broncos try to settle things down back of their own net. Remember, they've only got 4 defensemen here for the third period. That'll be interesting. Here's the pass to Miller. Down the wall. Miller, a good move. Back out front. They score! Wide open into the empty net. It's Court. And the Humboldt Broncos have taken a 3-2 lead, and you can't fault Kenny Morcourt there. Nobody picked up Court in front of the net.
Yeah, a lot of times it works out that you get a lot of momentum after you kill a penalty, and that's exactly what the Humboldt Broncos did, as the Bombers weren't able to capitalize with the man advantage, and it came back the other way, and it's a silent Whitney for him.
Court gets his second of the year. A beautiful pass down the boards by Miller. He carried the puck in. He beat everybody. He beat his man along the side. That'll come a minute 18 in. And the Broncos have stormed back with 3 straight to take a 3-2 lead here early in the third period. So Flin Flon again will have to play catch-up. It has not been good for them this year. Schaefer will throw that in for Parsons. He can't pick it up. McElwain leans into this one. Puck hits a skate, comes back to the Bombers' side of center. Here's Tanchuk. He'll flip the puck in. Ryder Muka after it. He'll pick it up. Drop it in the corner there for Lees. Back of the goal. Back out front. Got to go back door. Lees can't get to it. Broncos get the puck just out. Schaefer, nice effort, but he couldn't knock it in. They'll flip it back towards the front of the Bronco net. Hit with a high stick, blown down here. 18:06 to go. 38-21, the shots are in favor of the Bombers, but they're down a goal here, Raphael. They wanted to get the early goal. They give up the early goal.
Yeah, one thing I feel is a huge momentum is getting a goal in like the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and now the Humboldt Broncos can use that physicality, slow things down as they've got the lead, and the Bombers once again having to play from behind in the third period.
Ringer to take the face-off once again against Banache. A goal and an assist for him here in the game. Both came in the second period. Puck lifted back down the ice. Puck rolls across the Bomber line. Humboldt way offside. They'll have to clear outside the zone. Yakimchuk has it back of his own net. Here's Yakimchuk. The center ice. Cormier tied up. Couldn't pick it up. Puck will roll back down the ice. Cormier knocked it down. Fired that wide of the marker. Leper. Can he hold it? No, he can't. Puck comes out. Leper back on top of it to bring it back in offside. 17:40 to go. Faces off to come outside the Bronco blue line. They've just taken the lead. Flin Flon an early 2-0 lead. On goals by Ringer and Bassell. Looked to me maybe turning things around, but the Broncos have stormed back with goals by Kaufman, Banache, and Court. The go-ahead goal here early in the third.
As we mentioned there in the intermission, kind of hanging around where the Humboldt Broncos, and kind of be wary of teams that are just able to do enough to hang around.
Mounier will rip that one in. Took a real lively hop. Came back out front, but knocked back down the ice. Leper better hurry. Dowdle coming in on him. Leper turned it over. Picked up here by Sale. He tried to go wide there, and the Bronco played it perfectly. Mounier down. The puck is underneath them. Broncos dig it free. That's Banache. Blue line from McElwain. His shot got blocked by Cormier. Banache back of the net trying to get free. Like we said, a goal and an assist for him. Broncos are tied up deep. Flin Flon will get the puck just out. Rolls back across the Bronco line. Banache still out there. Couldn't come up with that pass. Here's Mounier. Back ahead to Ringer. He'll tap it in. McElwain back of the goal. Semp on top of him. McElwain loses the handle, but no problem. Here comes Banache. Banache has had a long shift here to start the second period. He's still out there. Throws it towards the front of the net. Grabbed by Schaefer. Flin Flon will flip it ahead. Banache gets his big stick on it. Keeps it in. Forces Tanchuk back in the zone. There's Schaefer around the boards to Semp. Semp can't get the puck out. Good pressure here by the Broncos. Schaefer back of the goal, flipped it around. Piccinino, he can't pick it up. Semp will get it at center. Semp for Flin Flon tapped it back across the Bronco line. Intercepted by McElwain. Puck will roll down wide of the Bomber net. Icing is waved off. Here's Yakimchuk. Ahead to Muka. Muka dishes it off. Nice pass to Piccinino. Piccinino has it. Piccinino tried to thread the needle to Anderson. Anderson back of the net. Carter Anderson spins, fires. That one wide. Muka will work it off the back of the goal. Winds up back on the back of the net. Broncos looking for a face-off. It does come free eventually. And they'll play it ahead. Pass lifted to center. Grabbed by Tanchuk. Played it back to Anderson. Paquette takes it from him. A backhander. Look out. Flin Flon almost too many. They had too many men on the ice again. They got away with one big time. Here's Muka. Across the line. Hangs onto it. Knocked away to the blue line. Jakubchuk holds it in. Oh, that didn't miss by much. Chase Brexit, the last side, has kind of glanced along the left post there. Puck sent around the boards. Flin Flon holds it in. Paquette back it, almost turned it over in front of the goal. Lee's trying to get in position here. Ties up with his guy, but the puck dug free by Sale. Sale will bring the puck in. He's got Strome with him, but Flin Flon comes away with it. Joey Lee's to center. Joey Lee's down the wing. We'll throw it in deep. Sykes trying to cruise in there. Soretsky hit hard. Puck back inside the Humboldt zone. But it's back of the Bronco net. Picked up by McElwain. McElwain takes a look. Over to Huey. He'll let it go in. Bombers back to retrieve it. Lepper having some trouble inside his own zone. Fights off a couple of defenders though and gets it back up the ice. Lepper to center. We'll get a hold of it. Ribbon around the boards. Flin Flon now having to play catch-up. They're down a goal here early in the third. Lepper knocked it down. Coordinate pass out front to Ringer. And that one gets blocked. Broncos away. Here's the quick pass to center. Picked up by Amaral. Amaral can dangle. Amaral carries it in. Centers it out front. Intercepted here by Flin Flon. Ryder Ringer tapped away that time by Miller. McElwain to Cork. He's got the go-ahead goal. Flipped it back to Miller. Miller across the bomber line. Dropped. Ooh, he almost had Amaral there. Knocked away at the last second. Good end-to-end action again. Here's Ryder Ringer for Flin Flon back to center. Less than 14 minutes to go. Ringer, middle of the ice, shoots it nowhere near the net. Cormier will follow in, tapped away from him. Here come the Broncos. Skottstad to center. One-on-one here against Tanchuk. Swatted away. Picked up here by Schaefer. Schaefer will feed it back of the goal. That's Tanchuk. 13 and a half minutes remaining. Shots are 38-21 Flin Flon. But the Broncos have the lead 3-2. Banoche back out there. He's got a goal and an assist. He'll send it in. Picked up by Tanchuk back in the net. Fights off his guy. Around the boards. Picked up here by Anderson. Anderson to Piccinino. Piccinino blows the tire at center. Turns the puck over to Banoche. Banoche quickly back the other way. Here he goes. Banoche cutting in a backhander. Oh! Almost got it to go. I think Marquardt got a piece of it, but Banoche breaking away. Tremendous play by him. Flin Flon flipped it back to the Bronco blue line. Kaufman on top of it. Is it me? Or is Humboldt really skating well this third period?
Yeah, the bus legs have definitely been shaken off here in the third.
Here's Jakubchuk back up the boards. Picked up, flipped outside the zone. Simchinski back to center for Humboldt. Bouncing puck. The Broncos Kaufman got the first goal for them tonight. He'll flip it in. He's been so good for them. There's a steal. Broncos a chance. Out front. Flipped over top of the net that time by...
Kenny lost his stick here.
He did lose his stick. A great chance there by Strizzy. Boy, Flin Flon lucky. They're only down a goal. It could be worse. They'll bang that one in. Icing against Flin Flon, and the Bombers will not be able to make changes. 12:26 to go, and great chance back in the net that time by Strizzy. Again, he worked it right out front. Marquardt, like you mentioned, lost his stick, and he flipped it over top of the net.
Yeah, one benefit there is Marquardt was able to get his stick when the whistle went, as the Humboldt Broncos, I think speed-wise, the Bombers are a little quicker, but just tenacity-wise, I think Humboldt has really grabbed the bull by the horns here in the third period.
They're controlling the puck here in the third. They seem to have the puck all the time. Flin Flon scrambling, and now, like I said, going to try and rally from behind, which they've not been very good at this year. There's a nice body check there, though. Nice job by Clark to tie up his guy, the former Western Hockey Leaguer. That one is knocked down. It's offside. McElwain got a hold of it. 12:06 to go. A 3-2 Bronco lead. Faced off outside the Bomber line.
And you can kind of feel the tension from the Whitney Forum faithful here. Kind of a here we go again type situation.
Well,
you can
kind of
feel it.
When they scored the third goal, you could sure feel it. Sale against Lees outside the Bronco line. And Humboldt's winning a lot more faceoffs too. Here's Dowdle. He'll dump it in deep. Lepper back to get it. Throws it back out front. That's a bit of a dangerous pass. Parsons, nice job to backhand it off the boards back inside the Humboldt zone. There goes Paquette. He'll flip it ahead. The Funk can't knock it down. Broncos get 3 away, led by Sale. Drop pass. Fillion kicks in, shoots it. Save, big rebound right out front. And just out of the reach that time of Paquette. Flin Flon back the other way, trying to get a chance here. Here's Parsons. Back across the line, and he flipped it to the corner. Picked up. Makes its way past Mounier at center. He gets hammered here by Sale. Bombers drop it back in. Paquette up the boards. Puck hit a leg, stays in. Chance here for Ringer. Ringer, though, can't get set. He's checked, and the Broncos get it back to center. Miller looking for it, but Flin Flon gets it back. Here's Ringer. Across the line. Rips that off the mast there. Broncos are coming over at him, Raphael, but I mean, he shot that right when the whistle went. Yeah, it was kind of a bang-bang situation there. It was just unfortunate how it hit Matanovic, and a lot of Broncos swarming around Ringer, and the officiating crew doing a good job of keeping everything settled down. 11-12 to go, third period. Humboldt in front 3-2. And out shooting Flin Flon 3-1 so far in this third period. That shot won't count. The face-off outside the Bronco line is Ryder Ringer will go back to work here. Haven't seen a lot of Carter Anderson this third period, have we, Raphael? He was there in the early part of the period, but haven't seen him in the past 5 minutes or so. Bombers get it back here. They'll fire that on target. Stick save made. I thought he was going to do some double shifting with Arbery and Ewan out. McElwain will pick it up. Off the glass, flipped it back. Here's Court after it. Knocked away, but right back up. Miller stick a shot, and Moorcourt stopped him. Vassell stands his guy up, and he'll feed Ringer. Ringer to center. He'll dump it in. He's got Cormier with him. Rolls to the side of the Humboldt net. Picked up, fired around the boards, and cleared back to center. Yakubchuk will hammer it right back in. McElwain. Off the boards. Knocked down at center ice. Picked up here by Miller. Broncos back on the attack. Miller shoots it. Moorcourt the save. He didn't know where the rebound was. It goes to the corner. Yakubchuk will poke it ahead. Here comes Piccinino. There's Anderson. Anderson! Oh, he looked like he's going to get him behind the D there, Carter Anderson. He always seems to be in that right place at the right time. Just missed that pass. Puck chipped ahead. Here's Strome, the captain, by himself, but flying down the wing. Strome carried in back of the net. Good effort here by the Bronco. Captain fires it out front. Big save, Moorcourt. Robbing Sale. Boy, what a play by Strome, all by himself. Got it deep, went behind the net, fed it out front to Sale. That's Kenny Moorcourt's best save of the night. Yeah, good presence there by Moorcourt. Ended up on his back as they jammed away at it, and he was able to make the save, showing off his great reflexes. And that's when Moorcourt, it's entertaining for him to watch, but Canada's hockey dad, Mike Slip, always says this: when goaltenders make those spectacular type saves, that's when something wrong has happened, because that's not the most technically thing that you'll be taught in the goalie school. Well, Strome beat everybody to get that chance in there to feed it out front to Sale. Benosh will take the face-off. Boy, Flin Flon being outshot 7-2 in the third. It's been all Broncos. Skockstad, another chance, and Moorcourt will grab that. Humboldt's made some adjustments, so they're looking like a totally different team here in the third period tonight. Flin Flon, their chance to put them away early, and they couldn't do it. Yeah, that onslaught that they had in the first period, and Matanovic really bailed them out, as looks like we have the fastest minute in all of sports, the media timeout, as the Bombers are kind of chasing things. You can see that the game's easily more coming to the Humboldt Broncos here. They're getting all the little bounces, winning the faceoffs, really also helping the Broncos pour it on here, as the Bombers were doing that in the first period, and the Bombers are giving up faceoffs a lot here in the third. No, like I said, Humboldt's really turned it up a notch here in this third period, and they're showing some highlights here. Northland Fort's We Scare Hunger campaign, and don't forget, if you didn't get a chance to bring a non-perishable food item towards the game tonight, you can still stop by the dealership right up until Thursday. Yeah, and that goes out to help the Lord's Bounty Food Bank. They're trying to fill 3 F-150s full of not only non-perishable food items, but toiletries and things like that people can use every day. So a big thanks to everybody that's donated. Raphael, of course, mentioned earlier, the schools are a really, really big part of this. Of course, they did, I think Mike Slip said they had their best outing ever at the Kodiak football game. Of course, the weather really cooperated there last week. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. And the Northland Ford folks give a free pizza party to the class that gives the most. So, still a chance to help out with a few days remaining right up until Thursday, like we mentioned. How are Mike Slip's LA Dodgers doing in the World Series, Rob? Haven't even checked. Kind of forgot about it, to be honest. Yeah, the Fall Classic, Rob. Come on. Yankees and Dodgers. I was kind of hoping that the Washington Nationals would get back in there. They moved from Brooklyn, you know, Rob. I know. I'll have to check that later. Here's a chance for Flin Flon. They need to get back on the board. Joey Lee's across the line, and again, he'll rip it wide. Puck poked out. Kanchuk had to be careful. Benosh in on him. Tanchuk back, blows a tire, Banache takes it, centers it out front to the blue line. McAwain a chance that hit somebody in front, open net, just missed Banache. Had the open target, he fired off the side of the goal. I don't think Marquardt can allow another goal tonight if Flin Flon's going to try and come back here. And the Broncos have had some tremendous chances to put this game away here in the third period. Flin Flon back on their heels and trailing by a goal. That one's an errant pass picked up by McAwain offside. 9:14 to play, Raphael, and not much from Flin Flon in the third period so far.
Yeah, the Broncos have really grabbed control of this third period. The Bombers not getting a lot of puck possession, not getting a lot of offensive chances at all, and down by one, the Humboldt Broncos kind of smothering the Bombers' speed.
Ryder Ringer back out there for Flin Flon again. They really did a good job containing him. He got the first goal, had a lot of chances early, but hasn't had near the opportunities here the last part of the game. They've really been able to bear down on him. Ringer does have it. Back to center ice. Picked up here by Bassell. He'll dump it in. Picked up here by Stileski. Can't clear. Here's a chance by Mounier. Nice job that time. Matonovich will get the blocker on that one. Push it to the outside. Puck picked up. Bassell tried to kick the puck inside. Then it's bounced over top. It's bouncing in the air. And picked up here by Dowdle. Back to Fiquette. Fiquette dropped it back. Fillion couldn't knock it down. Here's a chance now for Bassell with Ringer. Bassell hangs on, rips that over top of the net. Cormier can't knock it down either. Puck will go back in the Flin Flon zone. There's Leppard. Feeds it back to Yakimchuk. Semp throws it back to the blue line. Cohen Semp by himself fired it in. Gloved and thrown aside by Matonovich. Flin tried to converge on it. The Broncos get it though. That Strome has had some nice shifts here tonight. The captain again for the Broncos. Well, flip it back in the Flin Flon zone. There's Yakimchuk. Oh, he almost got his lights taken out that time by Huey. Here's Piccinino down the wing and a long shot again. Steered away easily by Matonovich. Strome will get to it. They're not really letting Flin Flon get to the net in this third period at all. Tanchuk back on his heels again, trying to hold up his guy. Puck dug free by Strome to the blue line. Here's McAwain. Long shot, kicked away Marquardt. There's a rebound. Strome has it. Wrap around. Oh, Marquardt got there. Good save again. Kenny Marquardt, perhaps another game saver. I thought Strome was going to put that in for sure. Great save by Marquardt. Here's Carter Anderson looking for some room, trying to make something happen. He's knocked to the ice. Puck off the glass. Back down in Flin Flon territory. Icing against the Broncos, but boy, another big save by Marquardt.
Yeah, Marquardt was out of position for the first one in the wraparound, which you don't see a lot these days, and he was able to just shift his body perfectly to make the save, but the Bombers need some chances at the other end because time's ticking away here. 7:18 to go, and I don't know if they've had a real legitimate chance here in the third period.
They haven't. 4 shots have all been from well out. 10-4 the shots for the Broncos so far, 41-30 Flin Flon, but most of them came early in the game. Lees will take the face-off against Court. Court has got the go-ahead goal here in the third period. Off the draw, puck is flipped back to center. Picked up here by Mounier. Mounier will knock it in. Puck once again winds up in the back of the Bronco net. Nice job that time by Parsons to knock it free. Parsons in the corner. Nice job to get it back to blue line. Mounier knocked it down, feeds it back to Lepper. A chance. There's a good one-timer. Steered away that time by Matonovich. That's probably Flin Flon's best chance here in the third. Puck comes just across the line. Mounier sold it well, but it just came across that blue stripe.
Yeah, it was right under us here, and we were able to see it. A good call by the official as the Bombers looking to get that sense of urgency that they've had to so much here in these third periods being down. I thought they really played with it right off the hop, and I was talking about how to match that intensity for a full 60 minutes. They're going to have to do that for the next 6:52.
Ringer to take the face-off against Court outside the Humboldt blue line. 3-2 Broncos in front. Court's got the go-ahead goal on a beautiful setup by Miller. So it's Bassell, Ringer, and Cormier. I think this is a new trio for Flin Flon. Tanchuk and Schaefer are the defense. Broncos work it in. Here's Amaral, who's had some big games against the Bombers in the past. They've held him off the sheet so far, but always a threat every time he's out there. Slides that one back out front. Here's Skogstad. Spins. That didn't miss by much. I don't think Marquardt saw it. Paquette will hold it in. In the corner. Picked up by Amaral. Looking for room to Miller. Back out front. Knocked away here by Ringer. Ahead it goes to Bassell. Bassell to center. Flipping it in for Cormier. He'll try to chase down Paquette. There's Cormier in the corner. Around the boards. Ringer ties up his guy. Oh, there's a penalty coming up to Ringer here, Raphael. A cross-checking penalty.
Yeah, it looks like Miller's still down for the Humboldt Broncos.
Yeah, he caught him pretty good. A cross-checking penalty against Ringer. And the Humboldt Broncos a chance to maybe wrap this one up tonight with their 5th power play of the game.
Not what the Bombers had in mind, as they need every bit of this time here as the man advantage.
Oh, look out. It's a hit to the head, he said.
So that's going to be 4? Not
it's
just
usually 2 and a 10, but... Anyway, you know what? If maybe there's a bright side, this Flin Flon's had good chances when they've been on the penalty kill today.
That is true. We're talking about how there's a little more open ice. The Bombers have had about 3 or 4 breakaway opportunities shorthanded.
Flin Flon penalty kill again, ranked 3rd. They've been perfect so far tonight. Holding the Broncos off. They've had some tremendous chances on the penalty kill, but once again, have not been able to put the puck in the net despite 42 shots in this game, although again here in the 3rd period not really tested the Bronco netminder Imatonovich, who was terrific early when he needed to be. Miller wins the face-off, gets it right back to McElwain. McElwain, back of the goal for Miller. Miller back of the net. Working it out front, they try to jam it in. Good save that time. Morcourt got the left pad up there. Chance that time. The Broncos. That's picked up by Miller back of the goal. Out front, backdoor chance that time for Court, looking for a second of the game. I don't think it made it through the goaltender. I think it hit somebody in front of the net. Bombers get to the blue line. McElwain can't hold it. Here's a chance for Piccinino shorthanded. Piccinino cutting in. Out front, there's a chance. Penalty coming up is Semp. Gets interfered with in front, and another tremendous chance of the penalty kill here, Raphael.
I think that's the 5th breakaway that they have had shorthanded, and that negates the power play, and now it's going to be 4 aside. More open ice for the Flin Flon Bombers, and this is going to be the real turning point of the game, I think.
Penalty being handed out here to McElwain, the D-man. I think the slashing penalty is what the call is.
I think it's one of those good penalties. You kind of had to take one like that.
Yeah, it was a good job. They caught the puck up. I think Humboldt's done the same thing almost every power play. Mishandled the puck in their blue line, and Flin Flon's been able to jump on it.
Yeah, that's that speed of the Bombers that's really been able, but they just haven't been able to finish.
Anderson, Cormier, Mounier, and Lepper are the 4 Flin Flon players. You got Paquette. You got Menashe. You've got Stenchishin. And Sale, the 4 Bronco players. Speaking of Paquette, he's got the puck at center. Sends it in on goal. Morcourt will reach up and grab that. He'll get rid of it quickly. Mounier back of the net. This is Lepper. Oh, he almost coughed it up in front of his own net. That was close. Flin Flon moves it ahead. Here's Anderson. He'll pick it up. He's inside Humboldt territory. Got a little bit of room here. Anderson hangs on. Anderson spins, fires, save again. As Matonovich turned that one away. Anderson in the corner, feeds it back to Cormier. Cormier, back to Anderson. Cormier can't shoot it, he was covered. Back to Mounier. Mounier hanging onto it. Mounier looking for a lane. Mounier will bring it in deep, back of the goal. Nobody there. Paquette will knock it to the corner. This is Paquette, back of the Bronco net. Anderson will chase him, and he'll bring it outside the zone. Up the right side, Tanchuk back to get a hold of it in the Flin Flon zone, but Sale stays with him. Lees will come back, try to help out. Lees tied up along the boards. Gets it back, he'll flip it back, then Flin Flon set to go on the power play here in 10 seconds. There's a foot pass back to Yakimchuk at his blue line. Flin Flon just about set to go on the power play. Yuka out of the box. Flin Flon now on the power play for the 6th time tonight. They're 1 for 5. Here's a quick pass to Muka. Dished it off to Lees. Lees gets a good shot. Oh, that was a great opportunity there. His best shot of the game, but he missed the target. Anderson right back out there, trying to get their top point getter going here. Carter Anderson spinning away in the corner. Back out front, hits a leg, and a roll outside the zone. And Lepper will cut it off at his blue line. Right back to the attack. Here's Ringer. Beats it in front. Semp a chance. That one got blocked out front by Streletsky. Ringer knocked it down. Power play set to expire. Chance in front. Fanning on it. Piccinino. McElwain out of the box. That'll do it for another Bomber power play. 1 for 6. And guys are so snake bit, it's not even funny. Anderson and Paquette are getting into it here. And 3:28 remaining in the game, Raphael. I'll tell you what. Mike Reagan will be looking to pull his goalie at some point if they don't tie things up here quickly.
Usually, traditionally, Mike's done with about a minute left, but may want to shake things up a little bit. You can see the sense of urgency on the ice, and these are guys with great scoring touches. Piccinino, Anderson, these are guys who are natural goal scorers, and they're just not being able to get it done so far.
Cohen set to take the face-off here against Court to the left of the goaltender, Matanovich. It's a 3-2 Humboldt lead with 3:28 to go. The referees and linesmen have converged here for something. And Humboldt getting a chance to go over a little bit of strategy here as well for the face-off inside their own zone.
It's probably like that scene in Bull Durham. They're asking for wedding gift advice.
.328 remaining. Just took a text. It's Corty, not Court, for the Humboldt Broncos. My apologies. It's hell of a player.
I mean, but that's the first time you've ever mispronounced someone, so you're doing pretty good.
Who are you trying to kid?
That's what you told me.
Not even tonight. Bombers, thanks for the help. Puck is sent back to center. Simchisha can't knock that one
I'm just
down.
filling in for Les Boulay, really.
I hear ya. Wade Backel. Oh, I forgot all about him. Those were good years back a few years ago as well. Tacek back inside his home zone. Feeds that.
More Boulay.
There's Anderson. Flin Flon trying to press her. Anderson across the line. Partially broken up. Goes back in the net. Piccinino was in there, but quickly knocked away from him. Sent back to center. Less than 3 minutes to go. We'll keep our eye on the Flin Flon net. Tanchuk will hammer it in. Wild bounce in front. There's a bouncing puck. They can't get it to settle down. Tanchuk. He gets a shot away. Miller blocked that. And icing against the Broncos. The Bombers pressing here. 2:38 to go, Raphael, in the game.
And yeah, just the puck luck not going the Bombers' way. A funny hop here. The puck being on the wrong angle there as the Bombers try to pour it on late here in the third period.
2:38 to go. 44-32 the shots. Flin Flon, but a 3-2 Humboldt lead. And Kenny Morcourt, you see him glancing over at the Bomber bench, wondering when they're going to make the pull. Joey Lees wins the face-off, but the Bombers can't jump on the puck. It's picked up here at center ice, and Fillion loses it off his stick. Jasper Seitz, he didn't see it behind him, rolls across the Bronco line, icing against Flin Flon, and a face-off back inside Bomber territory. Again, these two teams will face off tomorrow night, and this is Humboldt's only regular season visit to Flin Flon this year. You play everybody in the division 8 times, and everybody outside the division does 4. So, last chance to see Humboldt and Flin Flon at least the regular season tomorrow.
Yeah, they like to get up here before maybe the roads turn to how they will, as the Bombers and Broncos back-to-back nights. Some animosity and some intensity building. 2 scraps already so far tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Skogstad from the blue line, that got blocked. Hoffman holds it in, throws it towards the front of the net. Tanchuk will knock it down. I think Morcourt's going to race to the Bomber bench if they can get the puck inside the Humboldt zone. He was starting to leave the net moments ago. Lees will take the pass at center. No, he's still in there. Lees will fire it in. Semp follows it in, knocked it down. Good job along the boards. This is Ringer. Ringer hanging onto it, spins, fires. Knocked down in front, grabbed here again. Anderson a chance, and he's robbed again by Matanovich. Boy, Carter Anderson stripped the puck away from the D-man there, Raphael. He's so snake bit right now. I think it might be one of the most frustrating times of his entire hockey career.
Yeah, good positioning as well, as he was right in tight on the lip of the blue ice. And another great save from Matanovich.
Less than 2 minutes to play in regulation, and Morcourt's going to get pulled. Mike Reagan going to take a timeout. We'll see what's happening. And the other, holy cow. Kindersley a 6-3 lead on Yorkton in the second period tonight. Weyburn a 1-0 lead on Melville in the third. Notre Dame a 6-0 lead on Nipawin late in the second.
Is Calen Craig not playing tonight for Yorkton?
I don't know. They had a lot of goals in that L'Orange game the other night, too.
That's right.
He didn't play. Farrell played that game.
And Yorkton just, 4 goals in the second period there?
Yeah. Melfort, a 3-2 lead on Estevan with about 13 left. But Notre Dame, that's a big score, a 6-0 lead on Nipawin. Again, the Wings, just a 1-0 lead on Melville. And then Kindersley, lots of goals there. Much improved hockey club this year. A 6-3 lead on Yorkton. Late in the second, that game in Kindersley tonight at the West Central Event Center. Kenny Morcourt off for the extra attacker, 1:55 to go. And the Bombers looking to try and tie this game as Cohen Semp will line up here for the big face-off against Sale. Face-off to the left of Matanovich, who's been a big factor tonight. His best effort of the season, Rory McGoran tells me. Lepper can't hold it in. It comes back to center. Grabbed here by Anderson quickly. He lost a handle. Sale's got the empty net. Oh, and he scores. Sale will put it in. 4-2 Broncos, and that might do it, Raphael, with 1:41 to go. At least that's what some of the fans think as they make their way out of the building.
Could very well be the dagger. It seems that Anderson goal, that Anderson opportunity was the last gasp for the Flin Flon Bombers. As the shot from way outside from Sale puts it 4-2. Now some folks headed to the exits already. The Bombers going to really need to pour it on in the last 1 minute and 41 seconds. But you can see some heads hung low on the Bomber bench.
That might be an unassisted goal. I think Anderson just lost the handle outside the blue line and Sale took it from him. His 4th of the year. Broncos jump up by a score of 4-2. And tough sledding now for Flin Flon, in danger of losing their 5th straight hockey game. They finally got a couple of goals, but not enough here tonight as the offense continues to struggle. Lepper to center. Luke Lepper back across the line. There is still time, 1:20 to go. I mean, you get one and you never know, right? They're going to get a power play here late anyway.
Oh.
Lepper got drilled in the corner there. Taken down by Stobaski, so you never know. I'm sure Mike Regan may get more court out again. You got nothing to lose now with 1:19. You never know, Raphael. 1:19, you get one quick goal here.
Yeah, if it was 3 or 4 goals, it would be done. But they're only down by 2.
2-man advantage here for Flin Flon with the goalie out. More court will make his way back to the bench. We'll see what they can do.
I called the game of the Bombers. Jamie Fiesel pulled the goalie in his own end, won the face-off, and they went on to win.
In his own end.
Yeah, it was when it was coaching Melford then. The riverboat gambler move, we called it.
Ringer taking the face-off here. Flin Flon needing 2 goals now with 1:17 to play. That'll go off a Broncos stick into their bench. Tomasco signaling face-off outside the Humboldt line. I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, the face-off will go in. So here we go. Piccinino, Ringer, Semth, Cormier, Lepper, and Carter Anderson. If nothing else, try to get Carter Anderson a goal to kind of get his rhythm back here a little bit. That could be a big factor for tomorrow night. Puck is stripped away, though. Empty net, and that one's going to hit the side of the goal. Flin Flon still a little bit of life with 1 minute to go. Lepper back to get it. He'll swing the pass to Ringer. Back to Anderson across the line. Gets it in deep. Carter Anderson. Shake it up in the corner. Body's flying all over the place now. Piccinino holds it in, though. Back to blue line here for Lepper. Looking for a lane to shoot it. Grabbed here by Anderson. Swings it back out to Ringer at the blue line. Here's Lepper. Anderson tees it up. He scores! 32 seconds to go. Carter Anderson has finally got a goal. And he'll rip that one home low glove side. And maybe that'll be the one to spark things for him the rest of the way here, Rap. That could be a really big goal. Even if they don't come back, a big goal for him confidence-wise going into tomorrow.
And usually those one-timers aren't exactly the most accurate, but Carter Anderson's just got an absolute laser beam of a shot. The one-timer goes through, and with 32 seconds left, anything can happen here.
So Flin Flon 2 for 7. Carter Anderson will get his 6th of the year. That'll come at the 19:28 mark. I think Piccinino will get an assist on that. But 32.7 seconds to go. Kenny Morcourt halfway out of the net here. It's a 4-3 hockey game. As Carter Anderson will score a much-needed power play goal. A beautiful shot, low glove side here.
Coach is discussing something with the referees here.
Wonder if he's wondering about time maybe on the
clock. Yeah.
He is. He's saying there should be 2 more seconds up there. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We'll see. I don't think they're going to put any more time on the clock. Skottstad set for the face-off against Ringer. The Bombers have made it a 1-goal game on Carter Anderson's 6th of the year on the power play. And the key will be to try to get it in deep. Broncos dump it in as we get the announcement on the Anderson goal. Here's Lepper, gotta hurry. Here's the pass to Anderson, of course. Quickly across the line, drop back, outside the zone. It's gonna roll down the ice, and Lepper's gonna have to really hurry. 18 seconds remaining. Swings the pass to Ringer to center. Ringer across the line. Ringer hangs on back out front. There's a chance that got blocked. Ringer again out of the corner. Lepper, Anderson calls for it. Gets a return, shoots it on target. There's an opportunity there. And 3.5 seconds, and they're saying a couple seconds were Whoever's running the clock downstairs looked like a couple more seconds ran off it after he made the big save. But they got Anderson. That's almost from the exact spot he scored, was it not?
Yeah, I was just going to say it was a carbon copy of the actual goal.
Put the 2 seconds back up there, I saw it.
Oh, Brain Kolesko's not happy with that.
No, he is not, but you know what? They did, a couple seconds did go down after the puck was stopped here. 5.5 seconds to go.
3's a little 5.5, you can get something, a set play going from the face-off circle.
Well, if puck gets a goal here, it could be. We'll see. 5.5 seconds to go. The fans that hung around are getting their money's worth here. Carter Anderson has scored, and he came that close to tying it. They got him to the exact spot they wanted to. Ringer against Skogstad one more time. And the Broncos want an explanation from the referee why they're putting the extra seconds up there. A couple did tick that out if the whistle went. Bronco coaching staff not agreeing. Anyway, Ringer against Skogstad. Skogstad bears down, and he'll cover the puck up. Made a good play on it. Skogstad will hold it along the boards, and that's going to do it. The Humboldt Broncos coming to Flin Flon and hang on for a 4-3 victory here tonight. And the story of this game, Raphael, the Bombers had a chance to put the Broncos away early and could not do it.
Yeah, everything started well for the good guys as the Maroon and White finally got off the schneid and were able to get that first goal. But then, as we were saying, Humboldt just kind of hung in there, slowed things down in the second period, got the offense that they needed in the third and pulled away. Bombers made a game of it late, but another L for the good guys tonight.
Well, obviously, Mike Reagan will be disappointed with the loss, but the good thing is he finally scored 3 goals, as many as he had in the last 4 games that they played.
Yeah, they got Anderson going, they got Ringer going, but a moral victory I don't think is what Mike Reagan was looking for tonight.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but that's a big win for the Broncos here tonight, who pick up their 4th straight victory. And with the victory, will improve to 8-3-1 on the year. Let's run down the final scoring. So are you going to pick 3 stars tonight, Raphael? Or?
I've got the real 3 stars, no matter what you see on the big board.
All right, so let's run it down here. A good start for Flin Flon tonight, like we mentioned. Ringer gets his 5th from Leper on the power. Things going tonight at 5:37. Looked good early in the second period, but we didn't see a lot of Bassell in the third period, did we, now that I think about it?
They were moving those lines around because a couple of guys had to double shift, so it was tough to keep track.
Anyway, he scores his 3rd, roofed it underneath the bar, probably the nicest goal tonight, from Lees and Parsons at 2:08. 2-0 at that point, but the Broncos are out to come back. A big goal by Boris Kaufman, his 6th from Strizzy and Banoche to get them on the board at 4:08, so he scored less than 2 minutes later. Then Banoche again, his 6th from Paquette, would tie things up at 14:10, so 2-2 after 2. The big dagger, though, Court, finishing off a beautiful pass from Miller from back in the net. He gets his 2nd, looked like it might hang up as the game winner, a minute 18 in. Sail into the empty net, that does stand up as the game winner. His 4th unassisted as Flin Flon would get the late power play goal. Carter Anderson finally scoring his 6th of the year from Piccinino at 19:28. Comes right back, gets another opportunity, but not the Bombers' night, as the goaltender Matanovic did what he had to do. Shots were 13-10 Broncos in the 3rd. They wind up with 33. The Bombers wind up with 47. And that's now 5 straight losses for the Flin Flon Bombers, Raphael.
Yeah, and you've covered this team for a while. That is very rare in the Mike Reagan era.
It might be a first, actually.
Yeah.
What do you got for 3 stars tonight?
I've got star number 3. I'm going to give it to Ryder Ringer for getting everything going and really got the crowd going. So yeah, this is a golden night for the Bombers. Ty Matanovic with a 44-save performance for the 2nd star, and Kai Banoche with a 1-goal, 1-assist performance gets the top star from me from the Humboldt Broncos.
Man, Sale was great for them, and not just the empty net goal, but he played really. He should have had that 1-goal backdoor, and Kenny Marquardt actually robbed him.
Yeah, but Marquardt was great when he had to be. Anderson should have had a couple more goals. Joey Lees could have had a couple of goals here tonight. And it was just another night that we've been saying over and over again that the Bombers snake-bitten and not being able to get the offense that they so desperately need.
But, I mean, you got to take whatever little victories you can get, and they did score 3 goals. They got a goal late, and I think a goal from a guy that needed to score in Carter Anderson. Interesting to see how he comes out and how this team comes out tomorrow night.
They made things going right up until the bitter end. I thought they had that swagger really going, some confidence building there in the first period. And yeah, we saw a couple of fights. We saw some animosity. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight when they see 2 same clubs go at it here at the world infamous Whitney Forum.
So full marks the Humboldt Broncos weathered the storm early, and they are get the goals they need to get and get the good goaltending. We will see Humboldt's #1 goaltender, Edward Gauthier, tomorrow, who's 5-2 on the year. and he'll get the call tomorrow night. I'm assuming usually on these back-to-back nights you see the other goalies start. Be interesting to see if the Bombers go back with Kenny Morcourt trying to get him a victory tomorrow night, Raphael.
I think Ty Matanovich is going to have something to say about who's the Humboldt Broncos' #1 goaltender.
Well, he played good tonight. That's his first victory of the year, and a big confidence builder for him. Quickly, if you're Mike Reagan, what do you say to your team after tonight's game?
That's why they pay him the medium-sized bucks, I guess. You can, I think you can show a blueprint of what they did about the first period and a half. I think the third period kind of got away from them. So he says, we know what to do. It's just a matter of execution.
We'll see what happens. Raphael, thanks for jumping back in here again tonight. Mike Slip on a scouting assignment again for the Swan Valley Stampeders. I guess he's joined them in an official capacity.
Yeah, these got all sorts of swag and all sorts of hats and tote bags and pins, and once again looking to get his accreditation to ride the bus for them.
New head scout for the Swan Valley Stampeders, so maybe things will look up for them. Big thanks to Raphael for jumping in here tonight, and of course big thanks to crew, Rico and everybody else for their efforts, of course manning things for Flow TV and the other booths. So the final score, the Humboldt Broncos, like we said, will pick up their 8th victory of the year as they hang on for the 4-3 victory. The Bombers will drop their 5th straight, and right now will fall to 5-8-1, and we'll try somehow to get back on the winning track tomorrow before having to go to Melfort for a tough game next Wednesday to wrap up October.
No free bingo squares in the SJHL this year.
No, there isn't. Full marks to Broncos, solid 4-3 win. We'll see you back here at the Whitney Forum tomorrow night on Flow TV and back on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com. Thanks for listening and watching.